Hey viewers, how you guys doing? Hopefully doing well on this Monday. I see Low on Life and the Redemption and Math Blades bluffing viewer. Ooh, I got a little bit of a tickle in my throat. Bluffing viewer and claiming awesome pings. All right, Mathblade. Hopefully you're doing well. Mathblade will, of course, be hosting a post-stream game. So if you want to get your own awesome pings, come play after the stream tonight. I don't know what scripts you have planned. Are you doing Hermit stuff, or, you know, maybe not, maybe just doing something random? But it's nice when we have those post-game streams, keep the party rolling. Hermit stuff, yeah. I think everyone's doing Hermit stuff. So, like, as a community, for so long, I feel like we were spoiled with getting new characters, right? The new characters were coming out so much that we're like, oh, new character stuff, we got to do it. And then it's been a while since we got new characters. So now that we suddenly have new characters again, I think we're all excited to play with the toys. At least I know. I am. Hey, Blight Dragon, representing the YouTube crew. How you doing? I saw you chatting. We were chatting about the Vegas Con in our Discord server, and Blight Dragon's really excited for the con this year, as am I. It was announced on the Vegas Clocktower Con Discord server, as well as the mailing list. The cat's out of the bag. I've been saying it for probably the whole year, but officially we are again hosting a room at the con. The setup they have this year is a little bit different. It's kind of a hybrid between the first 2 years. I don't want to spoil anything too much. I'll let the con do it, but essentially we are going to have our own room in the social space kind of area of the con. And our room this year should be about 4 times the size of the one we had last year. So if you saw it last year, essentially we had a circle and there was space, but like it was so intimate that if somebody was running a game and you were having a conversation on the side, you could kind of interrupt the game. But we were isolated from all the other rooms, so like no other game stepped on your game. But this year should allow us to have enough space to run 2 circles without too much like noise pollution, as well as like a social place for us to hang out, get snacks, and just vibe all weekend. So first time going to Vegas Con. All right, we've converted you. Love to see it. Got to come hang out with the rest of the Grim team. We did a fun team lunch last year where we all got together and ate lunch together. Just gave us a time because we all hang out online, the storytellers, the streamers, all that. We hang out online, but we don't really get to hang out in person. So we'll have to make sure to get that going. Oh, an Evil Steve Fable game. No, don't. Sign up for somebody else. Somebody else. Pick Jams, pick Ben, pick Chris Grace. I don't know who else they have on there. If you pick me, that's fine. It's going to be a lot of fun. But, you know, there will be opportunities to play with me in the Grim Room anyways, if you really want. But we're going to have some fun with that Fable game. I don't know what we're doing yet, but something fun. Well, I wanted to test something. I did some tweaks in our stream setup, so I want to try this real quick. Yeah, signups for Fable have been open for like a month or 2, I think, for the higher tier stuff. So yeah, check it out if you haven't yet. Hello, snooze you lose. I'm gonna test something real quick. So normally when we do announcements, I just talk about them. I added a new like stream scene and like a new filter to do announcement graphics, so that when we're doing announcements and I have a graphic for it, I can actually, you know, have it look more professional. So this is what we're going to try tonight. I'm trying this live for the first time. All right. This is the announcement graphic we're going to do. Ooh, look at that. The Blood in the Clocktower Relay Charity Stream Marathon. 24 plus hours. That's right. Because we couldn't do 26. It was 26 hours crammed in 24 hours. We're going a little long. But then I'll be able to pull up whatever graphics I want here. If I have multiple graphics, I can kind of float through each one. And then when I'm done and I'm ready to like put it away, I just do that and it goes away. That's not bad. That's not bad. Incremental improvements. Like you just got to constantly iterate and make your stream setup a little bit cooler. And I do like that. I think it looks really cool. So we'll do that proper announcement at the top of the stream. 7 minutes to showtime. It looks like most of my players are here. Yeah, I honestly, got a cheer from Snooze You Lose, cheered 100 bits. Shout outs. Thanks for that. That's really awesome. And Dave in chat, Dave, we're playing your script that you pitched to me last week. I said, we'll play it on stream next week. I'm playing it for the first one tonight. We're doing your Watch Your Step by Dave. Yeah, thanks for the bits in the chair. Yeah, Rocco's back on stream. We haven't seen Rocco on stream in a bit. So this will be fun. He'll solve it day one. Don't worry. I'm trying to think what else. I don't like. Okay. So in general, I don't know the characters that release. Right. I know there's a few character releases coming out. I speculated and followed as much of the information being posted that we could. I know that like Princess is a character that we are like all 99% sure is coming in the carousel. I think it's called Princess. I know there's the Traveler that was kind of a dice tower thing. It was like Crackerjack, Cracklejack, Cacklejack, whatever. I thought it was Candlejack. I don't know if that's actually the case or not. Candlejack is that old meme, would have been a funny character. I imagine somebody with the phrase, if they say the phrase, they could die. I don't know. Okay. I don't know beyond that. Hermit. The other two characters floating around, I haven't kept my thumb on the pulse. So I don't know what else is possibly coming, and I don't know what their abilities are. But this Thursday, we're doing another stream after the TPI does their announcement, reveals it to the world, and then we're going to be playing it Thursday night again. So yeah, come check it out if you enjoyed what we did last week. You definitely want to come back and check it out this week. I mean, maybe it's Princess, maybe it's a Traveler. I don't know. Even if it's Princess, I don't know what Princess does. Maybe I should have kept my thumb on the speculation charts a little more. I like being surprised. And I don't know if you guys noticed, this is so fun because Juan came and Juan was playing on his first character release stream last week. And it was so fun because he hadn't been keeping up with the news that day. So he showed up to the stream not knowing it was a character release and just was so surprised when we started talking about character release stuff. Yeah, never bet against Rocco. The bet should just be Rocco win or lose, right? that would be the fun one. All right, let me just double check my roster, make sure that everyone that's supposed to be here is supposed to be here. Sure looks like it, so that's good. Got all my seats filled, all the names look familiar. SMS 513, thanks for the follow. Ekin, shout outs Ekin. Watch the post-release games from the Grim. Yeah, we did the release script, which was fun. And it's always interesting. I always like highlighting, if we can, different interactions that don't necessarily make the TPI release stream. The second game, I felt bad that the players, spoilers, by the way, the players spent more time asleep than they probably did awake in that game. I'm reworking Xenophobia. I do think the Hermit fits that script so perfect. I feel like with the amount of miscommunication that causes evil to shoot themselves in the foot way too much, I think the magician's got to go. I think we just don't need the magician. I think evil having to coordinate that well with each other is already enough of a hindrance. So we'll see. Yeah, Juan's a great. He was a great addition to our stream team and our storyteller, like stable. Hey Joseph, what's up? All right, so it looks like we're about 2 minutes from the stream start. Let's just make sure you can hear everyone. Oh, you can't. So let me fix it. Now you should be able to hear him. Somebody say hi for an audio check.
Yellow.
Go away.
Hi.
Hello.
Okay. Hi. I think it's working.
I don't know. Oh. Hi. Oh.
Chat's getting excited about the seats filling up. Yeah. So we can hear. They can hear you. Perfect. All right, I'm gonna go set up. Does anyone object if we just cancel the Clocktower and we just pivot to a Blueprints stream? Blueprints, fun. You guys enjoying it? It kind of could make a fun stream experience, I think. I'm very early in the game. I've only got like 12 days under my belt and just barely scratching the surface on some of the mysteries. It's the kind of game I'm worried that if you streamed it, chat who knows the answers might just ruin the experience. You know what I mean? Or at least not ruin it, but make me like, I like figuring stuff out, and like I'm the kind of person that doesn't really mind spinning my wheels a little bit. I don't know if chat has the patience for something like that. I should do, if we weren't already doing a bonus stream this week, I would consider doing a Blueprints bonus stream. Pretty much everyone I know that's tried it has fallen in love with it. Tons of people on the Grim have been doing it. I know Allie has been streaming it a little bit. Tiffy's got like so many hours in it. Yeah, that's the thing, right? Redemption, like Blueprints streaming is tough for everyone. If you're watching it because you want to play, it's hard. If you watch it and you already know the answers, it's boring. You need to like kind of join someone at the same journey in your experience. And for me, I'm still early enough. So if you, it only exclude people that kind of wanted to go in completely blind, but I don't think I would spoil too much for people. I also just love rogue and roguelites. I'm on my Slay the Spire journey, just beat Ascension 20 on the Silent, and I got the Ironclad under my belt, so I just got to do the Defect and the Watcher before Slay the Spire 2 drops. Hello, Kim Pat. Happy Monday indeed. All right, I'm going to send us back to the wait screen. We're going to be going live in just a minute. Defect's best hero. Defect was my favorite hero before I started Ascension pushing. So I think I'm like Ascension 7 with Defect. A2, Ascension 2, Ekin? Or like, does that mean Ascension 2 or only Act 2? Because only getting to Act 2 is very different than Ascension 2, because A2 can mean different things in Slay the Spire. But I do find that game so addicting. But now I've okay, Ascension 2, fair. I've been distracted with Blueprints, and Monster Train 2 is a lot of fun. Yeah, the Ascension pushing is good. I'm doing it as like kind of like to show that I can, but like I don't find the high Ascension fun. It's about playing optimal, but I like to prove to myself I could do it. All right, I'm gonna send you back to the wait screen. We'll be going live in just a minute. Stay tuned, and we'll talk some more. Keep your eye out. Blueprint stream coming soon. We can do another Slay the Streamer where we stream Slay the Spire and the chat tries to kill me. We did that before. That was a lot of fun. We'll do some fun stuff this summer. All right, stay tuned. Everybody, welcome to Monday Night Clocktower here at the Grim. I am your stream host and storyteller for the night, Evil Steve, and I'm joined by 12 of the most amazing acolytes that are here to break out of their little hermit lighthouse. Say hi, amazing acolytes.
Hello.
Acolytes.
No.
We are hot on the heels of the Hermit release last week. We were joined by Jams in the post-stream reveal, and we had a lot of fun. And since it'd been a minute since we've had a character reveal, how could we resist pulling out the new character and just having fun with it? So, like, I went to the stream team, I went to our server, and I said, hey, give me the best Hermit scripts you can come up with, and I'm going to pick a few to run tonight. And we're starting with this one by Dave B. This one, believe it or not, Dave messaged me this on Thursday during the announcement and said, hey, we should run this tonight. And I said, Dave, maybe. I was selfish and I ran Xenophobia instead, but I really like the premise of this. So we'll do this, and this has some special rules that we'll have to cover for sure. What's up, Rob? You got something to say?
No, I mean, you keep introducing us as acolytes. I'm just wondering when we get to graduate from being acolytes.
When one of you kill me and ascend to my throne. That's how it works, right? I thought I was very clear about that.
Rob, this is a 6-year program.
Isn't that how it works? Like I'm in charge, and then somebody comes up and kills me and takes the mantle, and you'll become evil, whatever, and then an acolyte will take your place. It's like the Sith, right?
You shouldn't be inviting people to do this, I feel.
Yeah, because at this point I am starting to plan.
I'm in. Let's roll.
I mean, the most likely person to kill you for your streaming slot is Dave B, frankly.
Dave's in chat right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Steve,
Don't you die every game, chat says? That's true.
Yeah, I said, Steve, technically we kill you every week.
But nobody actually steps into that that vacuum of power, and I just keep coming back. So one of these days, the acolytes will learn the ritual to summon me out for good, and then we'll see how that goes from there. No, but yeah, I don't know. Like, is the notion of an acolyte in my mind is always like that, like hooded figure, like in a circle, like chanting spells. I don't really think of it as like a full actual training or like school program, right? Is that in your mind, Rob, that this was like a school and you were going to graduate eventually?
Yeah, like we're students.
You're students.
Clocktower acolytes.
Okay. Well,
I thought we were Bradshaw and Farouk.
I don't know. I personally like killing you once a week.
Cult members.
What's the problem?
or twice a week even, Fredo, if we play two games.
Yeah, I'm lucky.
But
Woo!
also, I think most of you guys probably eclipsed my game count by a lot, because I don't have the most games on my account. I'm going to check. I have 322 games story told, 160 game plays. So I'm like shy of 500 in total. That's like baby numbers. Who's got me beat? All of you, right? Come on, be real. All of you got me beat.
I
Not me.
Wow. Okay.
IRL, yes, here.
Alto with his over 1,000 games played.
This will be my
Absolutely.
460th game played, at least according to the app, though I've played
460?
many more besides that.
Bryant, what are you at? Your hand was raised. I know you got like 1,000 plus.
I think I'm over 1,000, including in person. I'm like 600-700 on the app.
Well, la-di-da. I guess you can be evil, Bryant. I retire.
Rockway's over 1,000 in the app.
1,000 just in the app. Wild.
Script 163 is my most played script.
That's your most played script?
Brewing is only 32.
32. Okay.
Wow.
Wow. Well, we'll add another one under your guys' belts shortly. We do have one announcement to get through tonight. It's very important. Besides, the stream cover this week, next Saturday, there is a community event taking place across not just us, but the entire Clocktower community. And that is the Blood on the Clocktower Relay Charity Stream Marathon for the Trans Lifeline charity. We were raising money. It's supposed to be a 24-hour event. We had so much people pitching in to help. It's actually going to be 24 plus hours. We have 26 hours of content. It's going to be going. It's going to be the entirety of June 28th, Saturday, June 28th, which is going to be next Saturday, East Coast time. So midnight East Coast to midnight East Coast time, even past midnight, technically speaking. So the Grimoire will have a slot at that event, and it's gonna be a lot of fun. We are hosting the second time slot, so it'll be late night, especially for you East Coasters and Central Coasters. It's basically 11 p.m. Pacific time, 2 a.m. Eastern time, and we'll have a 2-hour block before we pass off the reins to the next one, which I don't remember the schedule. I think the schedule is still being finalized. So that's all pencil and subject to change. But this should be an amazing event. I'm glad to be part of it. So come if you have the ability to open your pocketbooks and donate some money to this amazing organization, then you should. So for sure, come check us out. And even if you can't watch our block because it's not a good time, there will be no shortage of Clocktower action that day. So thanks everyone for putting that. And look, Mathblade's on there, and Mathblade's in chat right now too. Mathblade. Yeah, woo, Mathblade. Awesome pings for everyone.
Pings for you, Mathblade. Awesome pings.
Yeah, and we got new awesome ping emotes in our Twitch server as well. So anyways, that's going to be a lot of fun, and that's going to be coming, so don't miss that. Otherwise, we are going to play for tonight. We're going to be focusing on Hermit custom scripts. This first one is called Watch Your Step by Dave B. You will note it has 5 outsiders, one of which is a drunk, and one of which is a klutz. So a drunk will not know that you, if you get the Hermit token, you won't know you're the Hermit, right? You're essentially will have the drunk ability, so you'll get a townsfolk token. What that means, players, is when you die in this game, since you don't know if you are the klutz or have the klutz ability, all players, when they find out they're dead, must make a public klutz pick just in case, which is going to be a little ominous. So every death, you know, if it's an execution, if you die at night, yeah. Yes, Rob?
What if you have the sweetheart or the recluse token?
If you have one of those tokens, technically speaking, you don't have to make the claim, but it's more fun if you do.
Okay.
So if you're a minion or a demon, it's more fun if you do. And also you can bluff that you are a townsfolk, right? So yeah, the homebrew rule, the homebrew rule that Dave said is all players must pick, regardless of what they have. So we'll just stick with that.
Okay.
So that's sort of the silly little interaction here. Just, you know, every day you could be making a klutz pick, so pick your friends wise and don't klutz pick an enemy. Yeah, chat. So yeah, the drunk power doesn't block the klutz power. Yeah, so as it is, right? If you were to go by the official reading of the rules, since you don't know you're the klutz, you would never pick. But the interaction we're going to rule is, then the special rule for this script is, since you don't know, you have to klutz pick just in case. It's 9 times out of 10, it's fine. Yeah, so I'm gonna go set up a Grim for this. You guys stay tight, stay here, have fun. Oh, Snooze You Lose just did a 100-bit on-screen celebration and I missed it. I think if you're watching on the Twitch client, it would have like showered the screen in bits, so that's really cool. But very cool. And Rock and Roller donating a gift sub to get the hype train started. There we go. Woo! Hype train's rolling on out. If you haven't yet, you know, this is a good time to use your Amazon Prime sub. If you haven't renewed it for the month, do it as part of this train and maybe you can get some rewards unlocked. All right, gonna go set up a Grim. You guys can talk amongst yourself. I'll try not to make it too long. Famous last words. All right, chat. I'll give you a minute to force any of these in. The only thing we know we're putting in is a Hermit, right? We have to have a Hermit. It's kind of fun not to have a Hermit and just make people paranoid, but I think we got to do a Hermit, right? We could do a Hermit. Oh, okay. Here we go. Reward redemption. We already got Vig from Snooze You Lose. Vig it is. Yeah, Vig's cool. So a Vig kind of means you want to be more like have more active minions in a way. Although Vig Bear, with the poisoning, you don't really need the active minions too much. That is true. Hermit token technically doesn't go in the bag, Nate. You are right because of the drunk. We would never put the Hermit in the bag. This is a good time, since I have this platform, to talk about the Hermit with a minus outsider ability. It's the first character that can minus its own character type, right? Strictly speaking, a balloonist does something similar, but the real feathers that have gotten ruffled here from the Hermit is that it can remove itself from the bag. So if it's a base 1 outsider, the Hermit can go in the bag, instantly remove itself, and have a base 0 outsider. And then, of course, you can give the Hermit as a bluff to the evil team. So that means on a base 1 game, evil has a chance to bluff the Hermit. I don't like, my gut reaction when I hear that is like, what the heck is TPI doing? That's ridiculous and wild. Sitting on it for a bit and researching it, it works as a special. It's like, if you think of it as like a special Hermit rule and less of like a generic rule, it makes sense. So if we go back to like outsider modification, trouble brewing, the Baron adds 2 outsiders to the bag, and we all know that means you take 2 townsfolk away and you replace them with 2 outsiders. But if you dig into the rules of Clocktower, that interaction, that like replacing, what it means to replace outsiders for that, it's not codified in the rules at all. There's nothing that says how you manage that. The only place that covers how it works is the Baron rules itself. If you read the how to run on the Baron, it tells you to remove 2 townsfolk and replace them with outsiders. So that means we've already set up this system where outsider modification, or like setup modification, is always subject to how that character works specifically. And since the Hermit is a special rule that says it can remove itself, even though it hurts every logical bone in my body to like roll with it, I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. I would have added to the character token if the Hermit, I mean, that's too many words, right, Benjamin? That's too many words, and they want to keep things concise. That level of detail is always best left for the how to run and the almanac entry. So, you know, we'll see. It also allows evil to bluff Hermit in 1 outsider games. Yeah, I don't know. So all that to say, I had the same gut reaction most of you had, like, oh, if you can do that, then the balloonist can actually remove itself, right? Balloonist as 1 outsider. That means I got to replace the townsfolk. Oops, now I'm replacing the balloonist. Ha. But the balloonist doesn't say that in its setup ability, and it doesn't need to happen to allow evil to bluff it. So blah. The Hermit ability removing itself, the only reason that's there is because otherwise evil couldn't really bluff it, right? I think it's there so that evil can bluff Hermit in 1 outsider games on scripts where you know the Hermit's in play, right? If it's base 1 outsider, Hermit can never be bluffed unless it's like a drunk. And if it's drunk, well, then you don't know you're the Hermit anyway, so you can't tell people that. All right, because Vigor does -1 outsider, I'm gonna do Baron Witch. We haven't gotten any official requests, but if you have anything in chat, I see a lot of requests for the Juggler. We can do the Juggler. 3 outsiders. 1's gonna be the Hermit. Should we do the actual Klutz? Witch Harpy? What, you don't want outsiders in play? And I think we can leave a drunk. Yeah, Hermit and Klutz. The Hermit Klutz interaction is really what this is about. It's just a fun way that every time someone dies, they're making a guess in case they're freaking the Klutz. Cannibal, which would make possibly a Klutz pick real. Oof. We can do 3 Village Idiots just because there's so much misregistration going on. I'm kind of tempted for Courtier. I always avoid Courtier. I feel like I always avoid Courtier, but like on non-BMR scripts, it's a dangerous problem. Like, you can essentially narrow down the demon type very fast, right? And then what are we? We still need a drunk. Okay, drunk high priestess maybe. You think the courtier drunks the hermit? The courtier drinking the hermit is a very, very actual good use of the ability. I hadn't even considered that, Benjamin. Yeah, we get out to 3 legit klutz picks in this one. One person's the drunk, and one person's the hermit. I don't know who we're doing here. We could, if we take out, I kind of want the Baron though. Oh yeah, you guys ran it, Joseph? Saw hermit between me and a townsfolk. Being the demon being told the librarian saw hermit between me and a townsfolk was funny. I see. Yeah. Actually, you know what? The drinking the hermit here is like so good. So we'll leave the courtier sober. All right, let's pass out these rolls. Why can't we have a klutz with the Vig? We have a -1 outsider, right? But then we have the Baron, which adds 2 outsiders, which takes us to 3 outsiders. So we're gonna have a hermit, a klutz, and a drunk. I could actually -1 outsider with the hermit, but I don't think I will. Yeah, Baron's what's allowing this. All right, let's pass this out. All right, Quinn the Vigor, Satan the Baron, Rocco the Witch. So the 2 potential Vig poison targets are Denny Boy, Mark, and Ket. All 3 of the village idiots are like in Vigor range. I think we're gonna make Rob the drunk. I think we can make Johnny the hermit. I think this looks fun. If the hermit was drunk, would you make them a sober townsfolk that they see, or would you tell them the other hermit? If the hermit gets courtier drunk, I will no longer pretend like they have the ability that they think they have. So like if courtier drinks with the hermit at the start of the game, I will not go to Johnny Ace and share any information with them, which will clarify that they are in fact the hermit. Yeah. It'd be the same as like getting a drunk townsfolk token. I would never go say, hey, by the way, you're the hermit, right? In fact, the only person that, yeah. I think this is going to be good. If the courtier picks the drunk, I see what you're saying, right? If a courtier picks the drunk, not like the person the drunk, if the courtier picks the drunk token, then I would drunk the drunk and no longer honor the drunk ability, which is to make them think they're a townsfolk. That is how I would run a courtier drunk. Is it the correct way? Maybe not, but it makes sense to me, right? We're turning off the drunk's ability, which is to think that they're a townsfolk. All right, so let's just hedge our bets and make Mark the drunk VI, since he's right in the middle of all evil. And that's it. That should be everything. No other setup ability needed.
Awesome.
All right, players, you should have your tokens. Hopefully I went a little faster than usual.
Doesn't
We're having
matter.
fun.
I mean, we're not there yet. You still have a night.
Good night. Oh, it's
At the
not
end of my
Monday
year.
until I hear that, Denny.
That's what tells you it's Monday?
That's what tells me it's
What
Monday,
if,
yes.
What if Denny's not here? Do you just never know?
Calendar
Ash
will
have a
not
late
be
pick?
trusted.
I had to do it for Denny one time, and it was sad.
Stop talking to Steve, Ash. You have a late pick, don't you?
Not that, like, I don't think I'm getting it regardless. I've gotten it once.
Mark's definitely still winning.
Ash is trying to slow down
Only
Steve.
tied, and that was
Look,
twice.
I've had the chance
Never
historically.
outright run it.
I had been a role that woke at the end of the night, and I had the chance to intentionally slow down Steve to win, and I chose not to. Mind you, at the time, I didn't even know that the penalty for winning was you getting nominated. So, like, I didn't even have a reason to not do it. I just chose not to, out of the goodness in my heart and fair competition.
All right, bless her out. Hey, Nina, prediction. Yes, prediction. All right. Will this game end on a klutz pick? Yes or no? Essentially, will a valid klutz pick, of which we have up to 3, in this game? The best evil team.
I'm
Bryant, our courtier, how you feeling tonight?
Good. We're gonna waste it.
How are we wasting it?
Well, I thought about picking the Hermit, so I didn't have to klutz pick.
Fair.
But we're just gonna throw out a demon and just hope for the best.
Okay.
I'm going to drink with Ash. I mean the Fengu.
I like you just said Ash, and I just knew instinctively what demon you had. That's how ingrained it is. I will say, even if you, as a courtier, drank with a Hermit, you still would have to klutz pick. You might not have to worry about it.
But not everyone else would.
Well, yeah, because you could be the Hermit yourself and not have the ability to turn off the Hermit's ability, so you still have to klutz pick.
But if I'm the Hermit, nobody else has to because they're not the Hermit. Either the
Fair.
Hermit's courtier drunk, or
What if
they're
you're
not it.
the just straight up drunk and the Hermit's out there?
Then I don't have to
No
klutz pick.
loopholes for you, Bryant. We're klutz picking either way. But that being said, you're going to go with the Fengu final answer?
Yeah, what the hell?
All right,
We'll find
Fengu
out
it is.
quickly if I wasted it or not. All right.
Perfect. Thanks, Brent. You know, he thought about it. He just didn't. So Fengu, Courtier drunk with the Fengu, did not turn off the Hermit, which means we are having more opportunities for klutz picks. More reason to vote yes. Hey, Rocco. So which time you get to, you know, put someone on a little bit of a nominating clock. How you feeling about Witch and your evil team?
Evil team, I'm hoping it's an imp, so that way there's some mobility. There's
I will give you a little bit of a cheat and just let you know that Quinn the Demon said the best evil team. He was very happy about the evil team he has.
Well, I am very happy. Hopefully Quinn can be a good demon. He's good in the past being demon, so hopefully we can keep that going. As for Witch, who usually nominates? Denny always nominates Tay one, so let's put on Denny.
All right, Denny boy, it is. All right, thanks, Rocco.
Thank you.
All right. Oh, I got a text from someone. From Bryant. Realizing that was pointless until tomorrow. Way to waste the night, Bryant. That's also true, right? The imp, in theory, doesn't need to be drunk on the first night. Did anyone catch that? That is true. Oh, well. I'm going to pull this out, by the way, before I forget, so you guys can see private chats. Give the wrong minions for that's not how it works, Bryant. It's not how it works. All right. We'll get the Village Idiots in here. Hey, Danny boy. How you feeling about being a VI?
Pretty good.
VI.
Yeah, I still could be the hermit or the drunk, but it seems less likely that you do that since the village idiot already has its built-in drunkenness mechanic. But we'll see.
Fair,
I'll
very
still
true.
make my klutz pick when I die. All right, Steve, I've got my trusty random number generator right next to me.
All right.
Starting with Mark at top is 1, going clockwise to Satan is 11. Here we go.
Omitting yourself?
11.
Okay, nice.
I will not be picking myself. 11. I would like to check Satan, please.
All right, you check Satan herself, and you get a yes. No, wait, that's not right. This is the wrong character. You're not drunk.
No.
You learn evil.
Evil.
You're not a fortune teller. You're a village idiot. There's no yes here. It's just, is the person evil?
Every villain is lemons. Perfect. Thank you.
All right, enjoy. All right. Hey, pet, a village idiot. How novel.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. I'm either drunk or the hermit, so yeah.
Will you just straight go to those two options?
Yes.
The drunk, the hermit, or the VI drunk. There's a lot of opportunity to be not a sober village idiot on the script. That is true.
There is a very lot of opportunity, but we're going to pick Denny tonight.
All right. You look across the circle and pick Denny Boy and learn. Good.
I learned good.
Yeah, good.
Thank you.
Enjoy.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Mark.
Hey.
Trusty village idiot. There's no more straightforward character in all of Clocktower than, is that person evil? Tell me.
Yeah, the problem is our last stream game, I was Godfather and Bluff Village Idiot, so no one's going to believe this.
No one's going to believe.
I say I'm Village Idiot.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if you, yeah, I mean that's the way it goes sometimes. You know what? I think, Mark, we've played enough with this group. No one's going to believe you whatever you say.
Right.
Every game.
I'm forever. So getting the it doesn't really matter. I'll probably get the nom day one. I'm gonna check. Let's check Rocco. Welcome back, Rocco. Are you good or evil?
All right, you check Rocco, and you learn. The Rocco. You can trust him. He's on your team.
Okay, I got good. Okay, that pause made me worried here. That there's
no, yeah, you definitely get a good. Sorry.
Okay, thanks.
Enjoy. I think my mic cut out. I don't think you heard when I said good. I think maybe you guys didn't hear it either. I said it and it just cut out. Now Rob as the drunk high priestess. You know what? We're gonna send him to Denny Boy. Hey, Rob.
What's going on?
I've got a bit of a good. I think this is a good one for you. There's a lot of talk about High Priestess, if it should only be mechanical, if it should be social, if it should be a mix of the two. I just think it's in general, as a storyteller who I think you would best talking to, whether that means they're evil and you can catch them out in a lie early, whether that means they have mechanical information. I'm going to be going all over, but I do think the best way for you to get off on a good start for this game is if you chat with Denny Boy. I think that's a great start.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks, Rob. So I have NVIDIA Broadcast, and it smooths out like background noise, but sometimes at the start of a sentence, it like erroneously thinks it's not a sentence and cuts out. So that is a problem. All right, that's it. Let's wake him up and get this game of rolling. And yeah, by the way, Bryant, I meant to say Fingoon, not him, but yeah. All right, let's wake him up.
So many seamstresses here.
All right, good morning, players. Unfortunately, I called a meeting with all of my acolytes in the secret tower, the Wizard's Tower, aka the lighthouse on the coast that I work at for my day job. And one of you showed up and killed me instead. If you could do me a favor and solve my murder before somebody takes the evil mantle from me, I would be much appreciated. I'll give you guys 4 minutes on the first day.
Hey, Danny, you want chalk?
Oh my god, sorry.
Hey, Steve.
Did I not send the card information to you?
Nope.
Okay, that is 100% my bad. You learn that either Rob or Ash is the Hermit.
Of course it's the Hermit. Of course. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, sorry. This is why we need an is the Hermit reminder token so that I don't make mistakes like that.
Because I swear I only saw 3 people around the Grim, and now there's definitely 4.
Saw a mirage. You know what? Let's
clearly did.
Let's work it out, Ash.
Well, I would
quickly, because if the evil team figures out that I'm sober or not, then they'll either keep me alive or they won't. So
Yeah,
I'll tell people I'm the village idiot, but I won't like tell people what I saw other than you.
That's fine. I won't tell anyone. That's fine.
Okay.
Okay. Thanks.
Okay. Good deal. Thanks, Rob.
I don't know if I want to say right now.
You said you want to have an
Because of
alliance and you want to trust someone. Now you're backing out after I hard play? Come on.
Nah, I
really?
can claim I'm the sweetheart.
Your sweetheart? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
That's
Yep,
fine.
yep, yep.
I mean, I'm willing to keep. When people trust me, I don't out rules. So
That's I don't really have anything. Did you pick? I assume so.
I did, but it wasn't you. So
Julio, do you want to share with me your pick? You don't have to.
not yet. I'll pick you tomorrow and then I'll tell you. How's that?
Beautiful. I love it. All right.
Okay.
Bye.
All right.
maybe.
Right, if the demon can't
The
move. That makes
power
sense.
couple
but also,
right
like,
here.
you don't really like do anything if you get wrong. The more I play like Clocktower, the less and less I like consider Slayer like a good role, if that makes sense. Normally when like you first start, you get the Slayer and you're like, yes, the Slayer, it's the best. I killed the demon.
Usually it's like a 1 in 10% chance you get it. So
yeah.
All right, later.
All right, thanks, Rocco.
Steve, you stayed longer this time than the last 2 times.
Ooh.
Well,
I'll give you.
I keep coming on dead conversations like this. I leave.
Bye.
I mean, it's Bryant.
Yeah,
Like,
I wanna claim
I'm like,
it.
okay, day 1, Bryant's gonna lie to me. What lie am I gonna give him? So
For the
I'll
record,
give you
I told
Village
Fredo
Idiot.
and the Courtier.
Is that Motaro?
All right,
Village Idiot. Did you
Village
check me?
Idiot. Yep. No. Why?
Good. Don't.
Okay.
So it would be quite advantageous to kill either me or Rocco in the night, probably.
Probably should, honestly. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. We'll talk it out though.
And what happened during this chat? Do you think
I am openly claiming Slayer to everyone that talks to me right now. I'm
Beautiful.
maybe
I love
gonna
it.
might back into empath. Who knows?
You do whatever you want. Have fun. All right, bye.
What? No way.
Excellent. I'd love for you to check me. I am a librarian. I saw Hermit because, of course, I saw Hermit.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So, granted, I could be the drunk.
You could be the drunk or the hermit,
could
right?
be the hermit drunk.
Yeah. If you are the hermit drunk and I pick you, then I'll probably get evil, which is funny.
Yeah, because of the recluse. Yeah, probably.
Are you willing to share? Well, first of all, I guess am I in your hermit?
You are not my pings. I'm not sharing who they are just yet.
Okay, that's fine. I don't mind.
Yeah.
Okay, good deal. Thanks, Johnny.
Awesome.
Vibes all around.
Johnny, want to chat?
No.
Oh,
1 second left.
Wait. Fine.
We can try. We can chat tomorrow, Rob.
I sent a request with 3 seconds left and you didn't accept it. So don't be playing this 1 second.
Yeah, because there were 3 seconds left.
That's enough. That's
All
enough.
right,
to get
welcome
a
back
claim.
to town. If there's one thing that we've learned that evil cannot do in this town, that would be juggling. There's no way evil are coordinated enough to juggle. So if you see someone juggling 5 balls, then you know they're good. And as a matter of fact, it's time for our talent show. Anyone that would like to step up and prove that they can juggle, put your hands up. I'll call you to juggle, and I'll go around the circle. You don't have to juggle. You can just have to juggle by the end of the day, but I will leave space. I'm going to start. Quinn had his hand up first. I'll start with Quinn.
I would like to juggle myself as the juggler, Ash as the Fangu. I would like to juggle, Rocco, Johnny, and Denny as the Slayer.
Juggles heard. Cat.
I would like to juggle myself as the juggler, Mark as a village idiot, Rocco as the vigor, Frito as the boom dandy, and that's it.
Juggles heard. Ash.
Hi. I would like to juggle Quinn as Slayer, Rob as High Priestess, myself as Juggler, and Kat and Denny as VIs.
Juggles heard. Fredo.
Yes, I would like to juggle myself as the juggler, Rocco as the slayer, Quinn as the slayer, Ket as the slayer, Johnny Ace as I didn't talk to you, so I'll give you cannibal, and regretfully Brian is the courtier.
Juggles heard. Johnny Ace.
I would like to juggle Ash as the Fangu and all 4 minions.
Juggles heard.
That sounds about right.
Rocco.
Wait.
I would like to juggle McKay through Denny as the Hermit, please.
Juggles heard.
You juggle me as all 4 minions? Is that what I heard?
All right, cool. Noms are open when you're ready. Mark.
I'd like to nominate Denny Boy. Denny, you've lied to me two straight games. You promised the next game you would come to me and hard claim me and not lie, and you didn't do that. So I'm nominating you.
Did I promise that I'd come to you straight away? I don't remember that.
You said, I got you, Mark. I'll talk to you and claim to you hard claim day 1 next time we play.
Okay, well, I got distracted by Rob. Rob really wanted to have a nice chat. We had a lovely time together, Rob and I. So
Yeah. It was quite nice. Denny was very polite.
Do with that what you will.
6 votes is the number.
I have no info other than that. It's purely a social guy, so you don't have to kill him if you don't.
Mark's gonna look so sus for that.
Denny at all. Oh.
5 is not enough. Danny Boy is safe for the day.
My life just flashed before my eyes.
I would like to nominate Rocco.
Johnny Ace nominates Rocco. Tell us why.
Which chick?
Rocco.
That's fine.
6 is the number.
I'm voting on this because I need to have conviction behind my nominations.
I enjoy McKay's interpretive voting dance.
4 is not enough. Rocco's safe.
That's a weird voting pattern.
So are we gonna talk about? Apparently, there's like a gajillion different Slayers.
Is there? You're the one.
I've heard of a gajillion different Slayers.
I've now heard of multiple, but I have no idea who some of them are.
I am not one, Quinn.
You are not one. Quinn claims Slayer and shoots Rob.
Quinn claims Slayer and shoots Rob. Game goes on.
You aren't hard claiming me?
Okay.
I'm gonna shoot you for that.
Second call for noms.
I don't know. It seemed like it could be demon.
No, it's I understand. It's just a funny
Ash.
interaction there.
Ash, can you nominate Quinn for me?
Fredo?
Nominate Quinn.
Wait, Fredo had his hand up first.
Quinn.
Fredo nominates Quinn. Tell us more.
Spent Slayer. He's good to die.
Quinn.
Spence Slayer, I'm good to die. I'll let y'all decide on this.
6 is the number.
Wild.
You need
I'm
my
sorry
help?
about your club stick, Quinn.
It's a lot.
Yeah, that is a lot.
I'm thinking Boom Dandy. I'm thinking Fredo and
7 is enough. Quinn's now on the block.
Mark, you voted on it.
Wait,
I did, but I was first to vote.
But all the hands are already up.
Wait, I wasn't fully paying attention. Who threw their hand up like last minute?
No one.
Nobody did.
Nobody
There
did.
were 7 up the whole way around.
It's okay to have 7 votes on a
6 is the
nomination.
minimum. It's
It's
not
okay.
insane.
It is, although Bryant dropped for Denny, and then added the
Quinn
7
goes
for that.
boom, then Quinn goes boom. It'll be fun.
Oh, I forgot there's a boom dandy on the script. Oh.
Quinn nominates Johnny.
Quinn nominates Johnny Ace. Tell us why.
That read socially evil to me, and I'm reading socially good as good to myself.
You absolutely kill me. I'm a librarian. I saw a hermit because of course I did.
Because of course you did, because that's what happens in these games.
Oh, you're the hermit, Johnny.
That'd be good
Yeah.
cannibal food if true.
I could be the hermit myself, or I could be the drunk.
Johnny, am I in your hermit ping?
7 will tie.
I have
put
not told
Johnny on
anyone
the
my hermit. I will break a tie, but I'm not going to tie it to lift off a Quinn.
No, let's not tie it. Sorry, Daddy.
It's okay.
Okay, so Bryant, you're pretty evil. Good to
I'm
know.
gonna nominate Bryant. Yeah.
4 is not enough. Johnny is safe.
Kill Bryant.
Because
Sure,
I
I'll
did
nominate
lift off
Bryant.
a
What the heck?
Okay.
Satan nominates Bryant. Tell us more.
Yeah, voting's been weird. I have also noticed this, but it seems like town wants it, so may as well. I don't have anybody else I want to nominate.
Bryant.
I'm the courtier. If there's a demon killed tonight, you can just come in tomorrow.
What demon did you choose?
I'll tell you if it goes through or not. But like, I'll be better cannibal food if we know if it succeeded or not.
Did you tell a cannibal?
I haven't talked to a cannibal. I've only talked to half of you. Like, I didn't want to lift off of a spent slayer for a librarian. Big deal.
But why'd you put a 7th on it versus
Yeah,
just
that's
leaving
not
a 6?
lifting.
My hand was up before the vote started. As soon as Quinn was nominated, my hand went up. It's not my fault 6 of you all voted in front of me.
7 will tie. It'll take 8 to put Bryant on the block.
Mark, why didn't you put your hand down when you saw that there was 6 already up?
Because I was first. People can drop after me.
You were too busy yelling
You
there
were
were too many
second.
votes to put your hand down.
I'm just saying it's
Seven
hard to
is
get these
fine.
votes on Bryant.
5 is not
so-
enough.
Yep.
Bryant is safe for the day.
That's not ideal.
If Quinn is a
never wrong,
demon,
Denny.
it'll be very funny. By the way, I like to gossip that I am the one with Witch Curse because based on everyone else who's nominated, I'm the only one left that is a good candidate.
Gossip not accepted.
Based
Sure,
on
gossip.
what?
Gossip heard. Why not?
Based on what, Rob?
Final call for noms.
Based on the fact that I normally nominate and based on the fact that I haven't.
Gonna bring this day to a close in 3, 2, 1. Quinn is executed and dies.
Quinn would like to claim Klutz and choose Ket, who is clearly the ogre.
Quinn claims Klutz and picks Cat. And the game is now
What?
over.
Nah, it's not. It's not. It's
Congratulations
not that complicated. It's not that
goes
complicated.
no to the
Wait,
good
what?
team. Sorry, the game is now over. Quinn was indeed your starting Vigor Mortis claiming Slayer, who then Klutz picked a Ket, who is just a village idiot. It was not a Klutz win, it was just a demon execution. But we got to pretend like it was, which was a lot of fun. Quinn Slayer shot and cleared Rob, who was our starting High Priestess, who's actually really just the drunk.
Nice.
And Rob, as the drunk, was told to talk to Denny Boy, a sober village idiot who got an evil on Satan herself, our Baron. Mark is our drunk village idiot who got a good when Rocco is your witch. Denny Boy, you were Witch Curse day 1. Congratulations on resisting the temptation for nominating. That just leaves Bryant, our Courtier drunk with the Fangu, or Ash more specifically, and then immediately regretted and said, I could have just done that on night 2. Oops, what am I doing? But it's okay. We live and we learn. Ash was a juggler who would have gotten a 3. McKay, the cannibal that could have gotten anything. McKay, sorry. Johnny Ace was our librarian, but actually the hermit who saw a librarian, who was then shown that Rob or Ash was the hermit. And the reason that I forgot to wake you up was because there is the hermit token, and I'd already changed it on the screen and marked you as librarian and just forgot. I literally meant to send you the card pings and I didn't, and so oops. But that just leaves Fredo as our actual klutz, and that's the game 1. Yeah, I mean, not much to say. Sometimes you bluff Slayer and get killed day one. Not really. Chad was saying it was a meme nom. I don't think it was quite a meme nom, but
No, it's
I
a
was surprised it got
valid
that much
nom.
traction that easy.
It's a valid nom. It's
Damn,
such
guys,
a
that's
valid
so
nom.
evil voting on the demon there.
I'm gonna re-rack real quick. So hit stay tight. We're gonna go.
Funnily
so-
enough, when I saw the cards, I put Quinn as Vig and Rocco as Witch before I even knew what either
Beautiful.
of them were.
All right. We'll pay out the prediction. Was there a game ending on a Klutz pick? No. Congratulations for those of you who bet on that. All right. Yeah, especially when there's a a cannibal on the script. You got to be very careful with that. All right, let's clear this out. Let's do Fengu. Let's do Boom Dandy Witch. Let's speed up this game a bit. We get 3 outsiders. We'll do a Hermit and a Klutz. And we'll use the Hermit -1 and give a outsider bluff. Do we really want to do that? That means the Fengu jump can only hit 1 less target. No, we'll do Sweetheart Klutz and Hermit. And then we'll do Investigator Hermit, Dreamer, Empath, Juggler, Cannibal, Slayer, Farmer. And one of these is going to be I'll probably make the Investigator the Hermit. They won't expect it twice. Yeah, and they can bluff any essentially outsider they want. Okay. Sweet. I'm going to pass these out. We'll give VI, Courtney, and Chef, I guess. Wait, I got to take all of these off manually. Okay. What setup ability we need to do? Investigator is actually the Hermit. And we will show... We're going to show... Boom Dandy between Fredo the Slayer and... Oh man, who else do we pick? What's a good, oh my god, Ash Fangu, Jesus. It might be. There's gonna be a lot of killing is the problem. Who's gonna be, okay, we'll do Quinn. We'll do Quinn as the other minion, as the Boom Dandy.
The least like a madness character out of all the madness.
Yeah, it's not
All right,
as heavy.
we re-racked. Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Good night.
Twice, yay.
Yes.
Well, it's usually at least twice.
Yeah,
No,
it's usually.
Danny doesn't always stay for the second game.
Listen, if we can keep day one re-racking, like we can probably make a record for how many
Ooh,
games.
let's have 6 games.
Yeah, just
Ooh.
out you're the demon day one. We can make this.
All right, I gotta do a
Hi.
Boom Dandy death next.
Hi.
McKay, you get to be the Fengu.
I have an absolutely killer headache, but I'm gonna make it to the end of this game. I'm gonna make it.
Or you'll just Fengu jump and take the pressure off yourself.
It's fine. I'm gonna pick Ash first thing. That's how it
Yeah,
goes.
well, that's what we always got to do, right?
Yeah, it'll be
All
fine.
right. All right. Well, hopefully you enjoy your bluffs and you have a lot of fun.
Yeah. Okay. Or wait, did I get bluffs? Shit, what were they?
Yeah. So your minions are Mark and Bryant. Your bluffs are Village Idiot, Courtier, and Chef.
Okay.
Yeah.
Village Idiot, Courtier, and Chef.
Yep. I think I sent him in cards, but I just told him here just in case.
Yeah, gotcha. Okay, bye.
All right. Enjoy. Funnily enough, Mark and Brian were a really famous like LA radio duo and like DJ duo in the 90s. So Mark and Bryant destined to be a pair. Hey, Mark and Bryant, just like the radio duo in the 90s, right?
That's right.
Yep. I think they actually went through into like the 2010s. They were around for a while, but they were big in the 90s.
I wonder if I should risk it and claim Village Idiot yet again and just even be more sus than usual.
I mean, might as well. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Who are we gonna put a timer on? Which Kirsten day one?
Let's see. Who do I think's gonna nom? I think people might be more. You know, I'm gonna protect my demon, and in case there's an empath next to them, I'm gonna pick Rob.
Okay, cool. Rob, it is. Thank you, Mark. I think Rob likes to nominate a lot too. Hey, Kat.
Hello.
You're gonna go ahead and get yourself a 0. You got some goodies
Slightly
next to you.
believable. Slightly more believable than last game, but not 100% still.
Yep.
Thank
Enjoy.
you.
With the minion ping there, that's gonna be wild. When the boom goes off, I don't think we would. Oh my god. I don't think. I think in like a boom dandy going off, I would not make everyone Hermit. I don't think I would make everyone Klutz pick. I don't think I would make everyone Klutz pick. I'm not going to make everyone Klutz pick on a boom dandy, no.
Hello.
Hey, Ash. You are going to learn that either Fredo or Quinn is the boom dandy.
Okay. Where's my reminder? Fredo or Quinn? Boom. Wonderful. Thanks.
All right. Enjoy.
Oh boy.
Very fun. I mean, with Empath 0, we'll see. Oh no, Satan's not picking up. All right, let's use the cards. So logically, right? If you die and you're a klutz, you have to pick someone. So I guess if we're running by the book, everyone needs to klutz pick, right? Yeah, I guess you have to, right? You have to slow roll the boom and make everyone klutz pick. Sure. I'm in. I think it's also funny. It's probably what Dave and
Have you started day 1 yet?
What?
Skull and crossbones emoji.
Max, we're on game 2. We're on game 2.
My last game for tonight.
Players, real quick, we have somebody that's not responding to pings or cards. So if you could just please keep an eye on it, I can, get this game going. Quinn. Do I show the boom dandy half of this? I have not put up a prediction yet. Do I show the Boom Dandy to back up? No, because I want the Boom Dandy to go off. Juggler Vigor? Maybe we do Juggler Vigor because the last game? Yeah. I want to show... I'm going to show Witch. Juggler Witch. Baron is definitely an option. I'll show it at some point. All right. I want them to be I want to put some sus on Ket being the sober empath. Okay, we're ready to start. Good morning to all of my players. I did not come back to life and die. I just stayed dead and life went on, and I got a little sad. But you know, somebody else died. I don't want to die this time. Somebody else died. Solve their murder. It was my self-esteem. 4 minutes.
I got you. Denny boy.
Self-esteem died?
What do you think I'm gonna do for you here?
Probably lie, but
probably lie. Steve, should I lie to Mark?
Always.
Your input.
I mean, if you want my unprofessional, unrelated to this game advice, lie all the time to everyone about everything.
Okay, that sounds like good advice. You want a 1-for-1, Mark?
Sure. What are you?
I'm the farmer.
I want to pick again.
Sure. I am the courtier.
Okay. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell people klutz, but I actually am the farmer.
Oh, fun. Okay, great.
So I'm gonna put you down as courtier, and you can put me down. I'm not telling anyone else, but you can put me down as klutz.
It only took me 2 tries to tell you the truth, so that's good.
Who do you drink with? Are you willing to say?
I didn't drink with anyone yet. I'm gonna pick a demon probably.
I want you to save it until we figure out. Or I guess you could drink with the
back into
Fengu
VI with
and
that
Meta
lie.
Steve, but
I'm highly considering it just because that's the scariest of the 3 demons. Like with all the potential, like we could have 5 outsiders in this game. So
Handing out numbers like mathematician numbers and chef numbers and empath numbers and just anything with numbers.
Okay. What about you?
I am either
Predictions up. Straight good evil.
a village idiot or a farmer.
Okay. Later.
All right. Thanks.
On the top of the
Chef,
script. Let me look.
Investigator, librarian, empath would be top 4.
Yeah, I'll go with that. Yep, for now. I'm not gonna hard claim to anybody else. I'm just hard claiming to Quinn.
Okay, well,
But
I'm an
you can have that.
outsider, so I'm definitely not the hermit.
Gotcha. Okay, you're a face-up outsider. Very cool.
Yes.
Do you want to say which one you are, or do you want to leave that for later?
I'll sit on it for now because, like, there's some that are worse than others, and it'll either scare
Certainly.
someone off or make them want to kill me, which could be good or bad, you know?
Cool. Yeah, no, I get it. Yeah, I think I get it for early in the game. Probably not later though. So we
Hard to other people.
Good, duly noted. I will keep that in mind when I get my results.
All right. Thank you.
Bye.
I'm a VI.
Ooh. All right. You're a VI who's also a PI. Sounds good. Talk to you later.
All right.
I'm the Boom Dandy though, so I kind of want to die.
well, it depends who. It depends. Anyways, I've claimed farmer. I told Fredo klutz, but I'm told Denny I'm gonna tell people klutz, but claiming farmer.
Fredo's in the investigator ping as a Boom Dandy.
Who is?
So Fredo and somebody I forget, but it's clearly drunk or hermit. Anyway, I'm the chef 0. See ya.
Okay, Rocco.
Why not? It's fun.
It's fun,
technically-
but
it's technically legal because they could cheek register their clues, right?
But you have to learn a good character.
Nah, I know you don't.
Regardless of registration.
There could be a
That's
good barrel in play. You
Wait,
don't know
Steve's
that.
here. Steve.
Yeah, this is our rules clarification I can make.
Yes. Could the recluse misregister as a minion for a dreamer and learn 2 evil characters as opposed to what the token says?
You couldn't learn 2 evil characters because the dreamer always learns 1 good and 1 evil character, but you could register the evil half of that to the recluse ability and show a good side that's not recluse. Correct.
I'm not the dreamer, Johnny.
I know you're not the dreamer, Rocco. It's day 1.
All right, I'll tell you general or chef.
General or chef. I've already had a hard time.
It is known to be that, yeah. With this group especially.
Hey Steve, should I order French fries or fried pickles with ranch from Shake Shack? So we'll go with my milkshake.
French fries. Yeah, I'm not a pickle guy.
I'm a pickle guy, so I'm not listening to you guys.
Then why did you ask? Just like my wife.
Because I thought you'd agree with me.
Besides, fries and shake are way better than pickles and shake. That's all I'm saying.
If you want to agree with us, just tell us to justify your choice, not ask us what we would pick.
All right. Again, remember, in this town, if you can juggle, you're not evil. So prove yourself in our annual talent show. Hands up if you like to juggle. I'll call on you. We're going to start with... We'll start at the bottom. Johnny Ace.
I would like to juggle myself as the juggler, Ash as the Fangu because I have to. Danny Boy as the Slayer, Quinn as the High Priestess. Sorry, that's my meds alarm. And Rocco as the General.
Juggles heard. We're gonna go counterclockwise. Ket.
I would like to juggle myself as the imp and Rocco as all 4 minions, please. Thank you.
Juggles heard. Satan herself.
Yes, I'd like to juggle Mark as the Klutz, Fredo as the Klutz, Quinn as the, I don't know, Slayer again, and McKay as the Sweetheart. Go with that.
Juggles heard. Quinn.
I will juggle myself as the juggler, Bryant as the chef, Rob as the sweetheart, McKay as the boom dandy, Satan as the empath.
Juggles heard. Danny Boy.
May I please juggle Mark as the Klutz, McKay as the Sweetheart, Rob as the Village Idiot, Ash as the Investigator, and Bryant as the Chef.
Juggles heard. Bryant.
I'd like to juggle Ash as all 5 of the outsiders for now.
Juggles heard. Rob.
Can I juggle that Satan herself, Mark, and Fredo are all the boom dandy?
Ooh, all of us. Fun.
Juggles heard.
Obviously.
Boom, boom.
Fredo.
I would like to juggle Cat as the imp and Rocco as all 4 minions.
Juggles heard. All right, noms are open. Mark? Or actually, Quinn, is your hand still up for a nom, or is it up? Okay, yeah.
Well,
Mark,
it's
then.
not.
You're muted, Mark.
I'll nominate Satan. She asked for a hard claim. I hard claimed her, and then she said, okay, and then she said, I'll tell you tomorrow. So
I did not ask for a hard
That's
claim.
sketchy.
I said try again when you said your first roll because I did not believe it. That's what happened.
Right,
I
but
have
then I
a
hard
very
claimed you,
good
and then you-
reason
and
for
you-
this. There is somebody in this town who knows why.
You told me nothing. I think that's sketchy. Not even a
I
2.
know. I told you that it would be a good idea and that it was useful for me to know what you said. There is somebody else on this grim who knows exactly why.
Well, what happened to trust your
6.
neighbors?
You mean the
6 is the number.
Is that the other person who knows Satan?
If only. It would be cool. I'd love another go at evil, but fates were not kind.
I vote for you.
Yay! Thank you.
4, not enough. Satan herself is safe for the day. Rob.
I'm going to nominate because I'm going to die from the witch.
Did you curse
So
yourself?
I'm going to nominate Ash because we need to close the Fangu world early.
Rob nominates Ash and dies. Tell us more.
Well, there we go.
Wow, very psychic.
Rob chooses McKay.
Rob claims
How about
Klutz and
that?
picks McKay. Keep going. Anything else on your nom?
Oh no.
No, just that Ash is probably the demon.
Ash disconnects to
Not
avoid
yet,
suspicion.
Rob. That's what tomorrow.
Ash, your defense.
I might be tasty cannibal food if we have a cannibal, but otherwise, whatever.
Well, that means we should vote for you.
Sure. I don't really care. If we think we have a cannibal, that could be useful.
6 votes to put Ash on the block.
That's fine. I think it may be useful. I just don't know if there's any cannibal one. So
6 is enough. Ash is now on the block.
Bryant nominates Fredo.
Bryant nominates Fredo. Tell us why.
Minion panic protecting my future demon.
Fredo.
In the cutest way possible, please, the sweet release of death.
Say no more, Inigo.
6 will tie. 7 to put Fredo on the block.
Say no more, my good friend.
The sweetest way possible.
The sweetest way possible.
Pretty please.
Oh my God.
All right. 3 is not enough. Fredo's safe.
By the way, I was a sweetheart, so whoever, somebody else might be drunk from now on.
Try to
You're
save
the
you, Ash.
worst at roll swaps. I have to tell you that. You're really bad at it.
But
Then
roll
why
swap-
did you choose to do it, Nick K?
Because he was my first conversation.
Oh, did my juggle go incredibly poorly?
I think so. Final call.
Rob, how do you know you're witch cursed?
What a fun time.
I now need to think of who to choose.
Rico, your hands up for a second. Is that a nom? All right, gonna bring this day to a close in 3, 2, 1. Ash has been executed and dies.
We'll see if I regret this. I'll choose Brian.
Ash claims Klutz and chooses Bryant. The game is now over.
No!
And congratulations goes to our evil team. Ash was your starting investigator who's actually the Hermit and saw a boom dandy between Fredo, your slayer, and Quinn, your juggler. But neither was actually a boom dandy because the boom dandy was actually your neighbor, Bryant the boom dandy. You can pick boom dandy in the end. Anyways, I don't know how many people caught it though, but when Rob the sweetheart died and Klutz picked McKay, there was a moment where you could see McKay's face. That's because McKay was actually your Fangu who told me, I'm jumping to Ash the first opportunity I get, which would have worked had you not executed Ash. And then the rest of the stuff, Mark, just the witch who happened to pick Rob, knew he was going to nominate. Mark the witch actually hard claimed to Denny Boy the farmer by saying he was the farmer, and when Denny Boy said I'm the farmer, Mark said pick again, and it was an awesome conversation to be there for. Yeah, that's just how it goes sometimes. Satan the dreamer who saw Quinn as the juggler half, and then Ket got an empath 0, Johnny Ace the cannibal who would have had some abilities. But yeah, another day one rear-rack, why not? Just a different kind of version of it.
God.
Yay.
I got 3 claims that day, and there
I
were
was
no
gonna
PI.
kill Johnny in the night too, so that would have been.
And then I wasn't gonna get investigator pings.
You could have.
Yeah, you were gonna get bad ones too.
Because you would be the drunk,
Oh, because
essentially.
I would still have the drunk
Mark, I
ability.
think they would have
right?
found you out, which is
I
exactly
could-
why I did what I did.
Yeah, exactly. So I could have followed it up. I could have done anything different, but yeah, probably would have followed that up.
McKay, I didn't even have a chance to tell you that I knew
I
Ash
didn't
was
trust
either
you.
drunk or the hermit, so I was going to give you the chance.
I will
to
say,
tell.
I will say, see if the quick re-racks is kind of a feature of this script potentially.
I think so.
Yeah,
We just
I
had
think
2 in
it
a row,
is.
right? I mean, even the second game was set up for a quicker right. We had a Boom Dandy. Oh, the other question that chat came up, like, in a Boom Dandy game, does everyone have to klutz pick? And initially I said no, and then I recanted on that and said yes. If a Boom Dandy goes off, 1 by 1, you are klutz picking, absolutely. I think that would be the most fun.
I almost nominated
100%.
Brian.
So Boom Dandy is way more likely to cause.
No, one more time, Steve, on the script.
No, I think that's good for we did 2 day 1 reviews of this script. That's fine. We're going to go to a break, and then we're going to come back with the second script of the night featuring something a little different. This is a fun one. I mean, this is definitely like silly and fun. I didn't expect 2 day 1 re-racks. One just happened to hit the demon, but the second one, I was really expecting a klutz pick at some point in this game, so I'm glad it happened.
Steve, I did say Steve's not going to put a Boom Dandy in because he wouldn't risk another day 1 re-rack.
I was like, he doesn't have a choice.
I heard about the Boom Dandy in my first conversation, so.
Yeah, that was a fun one too, right? Brian's like, I heard an investigator that saw a Boom Dandy elsewhere.
My brain was going, and I was like, I should pretend to be the Boom Dandy by like claiming stupid shit and then acting like I want to get nominated just to see what happens.
All right, I'm going to send this to break. You guys feel free to take a break. Chat, don't go anywhere. We'll be back in just a few minutes with the second script of the night and our third game, so don't go anywhere. Bye. All right, welcome back, everyone, for game 3. Thank you, Ash, of the night. We are switching up the scripts a little bit. It is Hermit Night. Hermit, the brand new character, was just released last Thursday. If you haven't seen yet, the role of the Hermit says you have all outsider abilities. So all the other outsiders that are on the script, you actually just have all of those abilities glued onto you. Which you may or may not know, depending on which outsiders in play. This set of outsiders includes a drunk and a golem. So a drunk does not know that they are an outsider, but they would nominate someone and golem punch and potentially kill them. So I went to chat and I was like, hey, what should happen? What do you think should happen if a hermit golem kills someone? So it's technically they can't nominate again, but they don't know that they're the reason for it, specifically because the Yagabab was on the script and can also be a reason that somebody dies. Now I know there's been some options. What was that, Brett?
Tinker as well.
And Tinker as well. Yeah, like there's reasons for people to die that doesn't have anything to do with you nominating or not. I know, like Satan, you were talking about like doing the thing where you just count the votes as 0 if they're actually the golem. I am always hesitant to do anything that hard confirms somebody, especially an outsider. And if you ever just count the votes as 0, everyone knows what's going on because there's no organ grinder or anything. I asked chat what they thought. I'm just gonna say, if you nominate and you have, like, if you're like the Hermit with the golem ability, if you nominate and someone dies to your nomination, I can't stop you from nominating again, but unless you have concrete proof that you're not the golem, try not to nominate again. We'll see how that
Have
goes.
someone not know, because if you successfully don't kill someone, right? Because you could not kill someone at all, just for golem purposes too. Yeah. If you manage to nominate the demon, you won't kill someone and still not know you were the
and still not know. But in that case, you'd have no way to know, right? So like, I don't really know like what the best way to rule this is. The interaction's interesting. I wanted to set it up. Meowcifer did not put any guidance on this specific interactions. It's definitely like on the like J-Dog says, like it's on the edge of what is probably should and shouldn't be allowed, like in terms of working together and not working together. I'm gonna say if you don't have the golem token, I can't stop you from nominating multiple times. So if you're the Hermit golem, I can't stop you from nominating again unless for some reason you have a genuine belief that you are the Hermit, which you probably won't.
Your other solution is to just tinker someone to death, but that you might not want to do that immediately. So
yeah, I mean, it is true that a Hermit golem still has the tinker ability, right? So even if they're confirmed, they won't be around. I don't know.
You can deal with it.
Question.
I have tools. What's up, Brian?
If I'm the Hermit and I nominate somebody and they die, and then I nominate a second time, does that person die as well? Because it just says in the golem ability, when you do, meaning when you nominate, if the nominee's not the demon, they die.
I would not let the golem ability actually kill more than once.
Okay, thank you.
The golem ability does also say you may only nominate once per game.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but there's no way to know that you're the golem, right?
It's enough of a contradiction in abilities to be able to make custom rules
And
for
also, while we're here, let me just welcome Balance Board was taken, who popped in during the break right at the end of our last game and said, hey, what's this game? Is it kind of like Mafia? And we've just thrown them into the deep end. Insane like character interactions that they're going to be scared away from this game forever. But I will walk you through and try to make sure you understand.
Bye.
There could be a wizard. It could be worse. There could be a wizard. So
That's true.
Jeez Louise.
Anyways, yeah. So we're gonna say if you're the Hermit golem and you nominate someone and they die because you nominated, there's no way for you to know, so you can keep nominating.
And if you like what you see here, watch some Trouble Brewing.
Yeah, go watch Trouble Brewing. Pitch on that later.
So basically, Meowcifer broke his own script.
Pretty much. All right. Hello. So balance board. For sure, right? People in chat are here to help. we did a series. You can go check out our YouTube channel. If you go to watch.thegrim.gg, we have a YouTube channel. There's a playlist on there for like if you're getting started with Clocktower, you want to learn Clocktower, watch these videos. We did some trouble brewing scripts. We do some parts where we walk you through how to play. Meowcifer, you're here. Please tell me, how do you intend for the Golem drunk interaction to work with the Hermit? Tell me how you think we should run it. And why you're doing that. The way this game works, Balance Board, or anyone else tuning in, 12 people sat in a circle. It's like Mafia. There will be a demon and there will be minions. It scales with player count. With 12 players, we're going to have 1 demon and 2 minions. The minions have abilities that help evil, but the demon is who kills at night. If the demon dies, evil loses. If an evil player is alive in the final 2, evil wins, and that's the 2 racing win conditions. Specifically, on this circle, everyone has an ability. There's no generic villager. Everyone will have some sort of ability. You can see them on my screen right here. These are on this script. We do things that are called script. You take some set of the 150 characters that exist and put them on a script, and everyone is playing with this subset of characters. So we're going to put characters into a bag right now, and people are going to get random ones assigned. Yeah, Meowcifer. So if a Hermit Golem nominates and kills someone, you know what I'm going to do though? Just I'm not putting the Hermit in. I think it's funnier if I don't put the Hermit in. Yeah, I'm with you, Amadeus. I have not seen a game without the Hermit actually in. No World's Bard on YouTube. Yeah, No World's Bard. Go watch their first game. They play in person and not online. We're using the official online client, but this game is really meant to be played in person. All right. If you have a redemption points, you want to force a character in play. In honor of our friend Balance Board, let's just do a good old-fashioned imp game. We can do an imp. We can do a vizier. And we can do something like a spy. This is a very strong, this is a very classic set of minions. Golem Barber. Golem Barber is interesting. And then we'll do empath. This is very BMR coded. Gambler. Mare. Exorcist. Oh, the other really important thing versus Mafia is when you die, you're still part of the game. You still sit in the circle, you still talk, and you have one more vote you can use as a ghost. It's called a ghost vote. So yeah, the game does not end. It's not like you're dead, leave the game. You continue playing through the end, so people stay involved. Acrobat, what is Acrobat interacting with? There's no poisoning. The only drunkenness is the sailor and the quote-unquote drunk and the Hermit. So yeah, we could put an Acrobat in that probably won't die. Ooh, Bancy with the spy is mean. And we'll put an Alsa here in too. Yes, an Acrobat would die to a drunk village idiot. I'm not putting a village idiot in the bag this time. Maybe I can, instead of Banshee, I'll put 1 VI in play. There we go. All right. So these are the demon's going to be an imp. And then we have a spy and a vizier, a golem and a barber. You know what? We don't need barber with an imp. So we can do maybe a drunk with the Acrobat is good. How about a drunk sailor? Let's do a drunk sailor. Plain old drunk sailor, yeah. All right, let's pass these out. So now you'll see each roll goes to one of the 12 players in the circle. So Rocco becomes our imp. Fredo is our vizier. Denny Boy our spy. Another really stacked evil team. And then our straight up drunk will be Rob the We just made Rob the Drunk. Are we doing that again? Yeah, we'll do it again. What shall we do with the drunken sailor? What do you do? I don't know the rest of the lyrics. I just know that part. What do we do with the drunken sailor? So a drunk balance board. All these people now know what role they got, right? So they all got this token on their screen. If this was in person, they would have reached their hand into a bag and pulled out a token and passed it along. Rob, for instance, is the drunk, but the drunk's ability says you think you are a townsfolk character, but you are not. So Rob is the drunk. He thinks he's a sailor. He thinks he has all the abilities that a sailor has. He doesn't. He's actually just the drunk. So that's how we mess with this information. I don't remember putting an Alsa here in, but it's in there now. Mayor, gambler, golem, exorcist, empath. Okay, perfect. The acrobat, if the acrobat picks Rob, he will die, and that's the only thing, yeah. Empaths aren't real? Drunk gambler? I like the idea of a drunk sailor. Why are you guys messing with why are you guys yucking my yum? The Alsa here, Jinx, is they have to, yes, they have to guess 2 players, but they have to guess the actual demon type as well. All right, fine. We'll do a drunk gambler. You win, chat. You win. For our bluffs, the demon gets 3 characters that are not in play that they can bluff. We'll give Undertaker. We'll give Tea Lady, and we'll give Town Crier.
Oh, but that is that's
all right, players, you should have your
all
roles.
of that stuff is done live.
Good night, everyone.
God.
Good night.
We have characters.
It's pretty funny.
Someone tonight.
The actual interesting thing too is the empath is so far from evil that like we don't even have to worry about it. The drunk is drunk specifically for the acrobat. It's a special ruling that if the acrobat picks the drunk, even though they're not drunk, it still triggers the acrobat. All right, manage prediction. If you have some channel points, let's get them in. There's no alternate win conditions other than the Alsa here. We're just going to do who wins the game, good, evil. Very basic prediction. If you have channel points, feel free to bet. Okay. So we have a night order. You go down the list. So for the minions, I will wake them up and show them their cards. I will say, these are your minions, and I'll point to those 2 players, and I'll say, this is your demon. The evil minions now know this. So for your benefit, balance board. Sorry, I was blanking. Rocco, it's all about Rocco. Rocco is the demon. So if Rocco dies, evil loses. Now, Rocco does have an ability at night, not the first night, but every other night, he can kill a player. If he kills himself, he dies, and one of his minions becomes the new imp. We could do it on either minion. We'll share, these are your minions. These characters are not in play. Rocco will learn 3 characters not in play. Yeah, the imp can star pass to the vizier. And because the vizier, everyone will know that Fredo's the vizier at the beginning of the game, but he could become the demon later.
Like, I was trying to come up with worlds where other people were the demon. It was
But
fun.
not for long, because...
Hello.
Hey, Rob. All right, do us a favor as our sailor, pick a player.
Yeah, I'll pick Brian. He's my neighbor. It'd be easy to communicate with him about that. So.
Yep, and so just to also communicate to chat, the sailor each night you pick an alive player. Either you or them are drunk. One of you are drunk. The sailor gets someone drunk. Sometimes it's themselves. Sometimes it's another player. A drunk player, their ability does not function. So if you drunk another player, then their ability won't work. but your upside is you can't die. If you drunk yourself, well, then you can't die as turns off and you can die. So that's the gambit of the sailor.
Yeah, there's some really cool roles that the sailor should pick, like when the what is it? The goon is on the script. If you want to lock a goon into a certain alignment, like good alignment, if you're a good sailor,
right?
You drink with the goon, so they can't be used, but they can't be turned evil. So there's all kinds of cool things you can do with sailor. It's pretty fun.
Yeah, but you are a good role that picks before evil most of the time, which is really powerful.
It's part of the power. Yeah. So
we're gonna go with Bryant tonight. Okay. Thank you, Rob.
Yeah. All right. Thanks. Bye.
All right, so I've now chosen to drunk Bryant. Bryant's the Alsa here. This is each day. If you publicly guess which players are minions and which are demons, good wins. Bryant's drunk, so he cannot function properly tomorrow. If he guesses right, game doesn't end. Hey, Johnny.
Hello, Steve.
All right. First of all, everyone knows, chat's saying it, hashtag empaths are not real.
Not real. Yeah, I don't believe you. You could give me whatever. It's fine.
I've already made you the hermit once tonight. I would never do it again.
There's no gardener. I could be the hermit again. I could also just be the drunk.
You could be the good old trouble brewing special. However, you're just the empath, I promise. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. I can't confirm. However, you're going to get a 0.
Okay. Thank you very much. Now I have to figure out if it's Kat or Rob who is evil. Thank you, Steve.
You're welcome. All right. Now Quinn is a village idiot. Each night, pick a player. He's going to learn whether they're good or evil. You can have multiple village idiots, some which are drunk. In this case, though, he's just sober. Oh no, Quinn's not picking up. Hey Quinn.
There. I am me and Satan are currently on the hunt for whatever the copy pasta is of that you know what I'm talking about. Play Werewolf, a good game. Like that one comment that was like plastered on the TPI things. If I give you a pick, can you help me find it?
Chat can track it down. Do you know what? Chat, do you know this meme? This thing
It's just this comment that was left on a TPI YouTube video that is so incendiary and bullshit, and say this game is so stupid. You should just play Werewolf, which is an actually good game.
Okay, find it, chat. That's your task.
Find
it.
Chat. Me and Satan are rolling in our graves here. Since I'm with Satan on this, we'll choose Satan.
All right, you pick Satan herself, and you learn. Good.
Satan's good. Good to know.
Yeah,
Bye.
Great. Bye. All right, now this is where evil comes into play, right? Danny Boy is the spy. Each night you get to see the Grimoire, which is basically the game board itself. So Danny Boy is going to wake, and he's just going to see everything. He sees who everyone is, where everything is. It's very, very wild. It's a very powerful information to share and have as evil. I bet it's on an NRB video. Yeah, there are we've done some beginner stuff, but for the most part, we don't lean into the beginner stuff. I've tried it a little bit. I like having it there. I would say even NRB nowadays isn't on the beginner stuff. Like they started, like if you go back to the beginning of their videos, definitely new friendly. Noobs on the Goof Tower is a great series. My friend Chris runs that, and he basically taught a bunch of new people that had no idea what Clocktower was, how the game works. All right, Fredo's our Vizier. Here's what's interesting. All players know you're the Vizier. You cannot die during the day. If good voted, you may choose to execute immediately. So everyone's going to know Fredo's evil. They're going to know he's the Vizier. And if anyone good votes on something, Fredo can force it through, which is very powerful. So that's the two evil players helping our demon. The way it works, I'll explain as the game gets going, but basically they have time to talk in public. You can have secret private chats with each other. Then we're going to have a nomination phase where you say, I nominate so-and-so. That nomination happens. Everyone votes on it in a circular motion. And then you go through until somebody gets executed or we go to sleep. You get one execution during the day, and then evil does their stuff at night. All right, let's wake them up.
T-sets, actually. Perfect. You know what, Rob? Look. T set right here. I am the T lady.
Yeah, I was pretty sure that was
Good morning, Players, before we get going, I think it's important to note that, first of all, I did die while I was driving down the highway in my convertible. A semi-trailer tire blew out next to me, decapitating me with a chunk of flying rubber. Fact, every week, bro, you're just getting more and more like vicious with your deadly like redemptions for death methods. So I died. If you would like, in my wake, in my absence, all official business can be directed to my vizier Fredo, who will handle all business for the time being. So I'll give you 4 minutes, and then we'll come back to town and talk.
Fact's been
Heavy
watching
is the
Final
head
Destiny.
that wears the crown, Fredo. I hope you enjoy your fun.
Are you kidding me? I
Well,
love
then,
it.
Bucket,
He's
I'll
gonna
get
put the
your
list.
nomination. So now this is where players will go have.
Torture
They
all
can
of
talk
you
in
do.
public. They can talk in private chat. So we'll float through some of the private chats and see what they have to say.
Perfect. What are the bluffs?
Affect my ability?
I mean, you don't need to pick me, probably. Here, how about this? I'm the Banshee.
You're the Banshee.
So
okay.
I will
What-
know
you
if
want-
I'm drunk or not. Very soon. Well, maybe not very soon.
Okay.
but-
Okay, so you don't want me to bother to kind of confirm you're not the Hermit?
I mean, you can if you want. I wouldn't be like upset.
If you're really the Banshee and you're not lying to me, what are you gonna claim or whatever?
I don't know. What should I claim?
Should we
I don't know,
roll
maybe
swap?
like Town Crier or something? Do you want to Acrobat's kind of like not really a roll swap roll. It's not really like something the demon's concerned about killing, right?
That's-
I mean, you're
that's
just
true,
the
that's
Acrobat.
cool.
I've
Yeah.
never seen an Acrobat like solve a game unless there's a leech in play or something.
Exactly, yeah. And there's not a lot of poison on this script unless there's a sailor, and I have to find the sailor so I don't like pick their. Well, I
Yeah,
guess
it's
actually
basically drunk and
picking the
Hermit.
picking the sailor is actually good for the sailor to know if they're immortal or not. But
Are gonna be. I write my bluffs on the left side, and anything that has to do with me. The right side is to deal with other people.
Makes
That
sense.
is
Well,
my
we have
note
chat here. Wait, chat. Does anybody in chat know about this werewolf comment that we love so dearly, where it says "werewolf a good game" and TPI clown on it for like months after somebody commented it in the YouTube video? If any of you know where to find this comment physically, please
Is there-
screenshot it.
Is there
And let
more
us know.
to it? It's literally just a comment on a TPI video about
On a
werewolf being a.
YouTube video, they had it as their break screen for a while, in between games.
Oh, on the break screen. All right, chase it down, chat.
Please,
Oh.
thank you, chat. You are
I
my
just don't want to
favorite.
confirm.
Anyways,
when I immediately forgot what it was.
Oh, the 2 was Mayor Exorcist, which I was going to repeat for chat's benefit anyway, so perfect.
Yay! I have a poor memory. And for chat's benefit, I gave Tinker Golem.
That's right. I would have loved it if you changed it. That would have been really fun.
Yeah, now I'm gonna give Barber Hermit. Why not?
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's see if I can permit Heart
I still
posting
have
it.
a Hermit token in front of me now.
You know it. Yeah.
I
You're the
know.
spy. You're the spy.
I don't know how I permit you to post it. Let me check.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Anyways, bye.
Ash,
Look, I wanna see it. I'm trying to figure out how I let Heart post the link. What are the mod commands? Is it already in? It's already in. I'm not seeing it. Somebody link to it. Somebody post link to it. Okay, wait. It's here. Oh, the stupid thing won't let me do it. I literally am not seeing it.
Is available. Hey, really quick,
Hang on.
save ruling. If I picked a village idiot that's the poison or the drunk village idiot, would that kill me?
Yes, it would. As a matter of fact, that happened on stream before too. Any form of drunkenness counts, including the village idiot drunk.
Okay, cool. I was
Yeah.
curious. I just rocked
Yeah, it's pretty powerful actually.
thanks for the bluffs, Ash. I appreciate that.
Okay. Apparently somebody was asking about a certain screenshot. Chat has found it, but I'm trying to find a way to get the link on the stream because it's not.
Yes!
Yes!
At least in them.
Okay, well the copy
Put it in
pasta. They're putting the copy
Put it in the
pasta.
stream
So
chat.
Someone,
Yeah.
Read it
someone
for us,
ping
dear
me.
Steve.
this is the wording. There's
It's
too many
dramatic
options in this game. Who the hell would actually want to play this stupid game? Like really terribly, horribly dumb. Also, screw the creators. Play Werewolf, a good game that people understand and want to play. Also, I hate you. ... Needlessly complicated bullshit.
So first of all, that's just a troll. That is just somebody trolling. That is not a real thing.
I don't care. It's really funny. It doesn't matter.
So funny.
If I've heard it's a real thing that somebody left at some point. Anyway, before we get going with nominations, there is an ousted here on the script. If you would like to ousted here guess, let me know. Raise your hand. You have to guess which players are minions and which are demons. I will say, because the Vizier has been announced, there is a jinx. With the ousted here and the Vizier, you have to guess not only who the demon is, but specifically which demon is in play. So, that being said, let's start with Quinn.
I would like to also here guess Fredo and Mark as minions, with Rob as the Yagababble.
Ousted here heard. Mark?
I'd like to also here guess Fredo and Neutral Steve as minions, and Ket as the imp.
Also heard. Denny boy?
May I please also here guess Ket as the Oho, Fredo as a minion, and Mark as a minion.
Heard. Neutral Steve?
Yes, I would like to also here guess Rob specifically as the Oho, and Ket and because I didn't talk to you today, Denny Boy as minions.
Heard. Johnny Ace?
I would like to also here guess Fredo and Neutral Steve as minions and Rob as the imp.
Heard. Quinn? Is that Quinn's sound? I can't tell. It's between Quinn and Bryant. It looks weird.
It's Quinn.
It's Quinn, but Quinn did already also.
Quinn already went, yeah. All right, hands up for noms if you'd like to nom.
All right,
I don't
go
know.
ahead and
Quinn,
bring it.
I'd like to nominate Rob.
Rob nominates Rob. Tell us why, Rob.
Many people just out here guessed me as the demon, so I must be a strong demon candidate. Therefore, you should definitely vote on this and put me on the block.
Congrats on not being witch cursed. There was one on the
Oh, yeah.
script.
With 12 players alive, the minimum number to put Rob on the block is 6, starting with Johnny Ace.
Yeah, we're also doing science, so those of you who, you can all put your hands up if you want. Science.
Oh, science?
Love
Science.
I like science.
Science.
Wait, science? I thought there was an evil ping on this.
I mean, it could be both.
I think it's a science ping now.
Yeah.
6 is enough. Rob is now on the block. Fredo, if at any time you'd like to push it through, just let me know. I'm not going to hold. You just say when you'd like to push something through this game.
Oh, I got that. No worries.
Yep.
Power.
Any other nominations?
Come on, Golem. Where you at?
Aw, my gay sprinkles got deflated, and now
Brian
I'm really
nominates Mark.
sad.
Bryant nominates Mark. Tell us why.
I was hoping I was a golem. He just seems like a good choice here.
Mark?
Not the demon, just an acrobat. If you want to kill me, that's fine. I don't care.
6 will tie. It'll take 7 if you'd like to put Mark on the block.
No, we didn't get this. So I'll also hear.
Any votes so you can prove you're good, yeah.
Fredo and Johnny. Ace
One
and
is
then
not
Mark's the
enough.
demon. Yeah,
Mark
got
is
it.
safe.
Well, Fredo.
You do that again, I think, Brian.
Brian, I don't think Steve heard you.
You're okay, Mark.
Oh, I said I since we didn't execute Mark, I'll just also here guess that Fredo and Johnny Ace are minions that Mark's the Yagababble.
All right. Heard.
Ah,
Ket?
I get tomorrow, Mark.
Cat nominates Denny Boy.
Ket nominates Denny Boy. Tell us why.
Tinker Check and Denny Boy has not yet died on day 1 this stream, so things need to happen.
True.
Denny Boy?
It makes a valid point. My stomach is making the grumblies for some death. Not right now, but maybe later. I don't know.
6 will tie. It'll take 7 to put Denny Boy on the block.
Rocco, please put your hand down. What are you doing? Uh-oh, I'm going to die. Uh-oh.
1 is not enough. Denny Boy is safe for the day.
Safe is a relative term, Steve.
Safe from drowning.
I live.
I tried, Denny. I'm sorry.
Final call. Gonna bring this day to a close in 3, 2, 1. Rob has been executed and does not die. Good night, everyone.
Science.
Somebody's
Day two.
So,
Confirmed tea lady right here.
Everyone, give it up for day 2, everybody.
in general, that's another reason why we should have made the sailor the drunk, right? First of all, we made it past 1 day. Congratulations. Rob should have, in theory, like he's confirmed, like on this script, there's nothing else he could possibly be other than the sailor, right? So we need to kill him at the first opportunity.
Grim Discord, so that I can have it.
It's just so good.
I'll go to it later, but no stream.
I started laughing hard enough that
All right, Rob, virgin confirmed sailor.
I know, right?
Who would you like to drink with tonight?
Oh my god, I did not get enough information during the day to figure out who I should be drinking with. So I will drink with Quinn, and I'll let them know. They claimed Village Idiot. It's not the end of the world. They may already be drunk anyway. So,
all right, Quinn, it is. Thank you, Rob.
Bye.
All right, we're definitely drunking the Village Idiot here, because that's good for evil, right? Let's go to neutral, Steve. All right, hello. Steve, gamble time. Did you get some good hard claims yesterday?
I've got 3 hard claims and 1 double claim of me as the gambler, so I'm gonna avoid that double claim of me.
No, gamble them as a gamble. It'll be fine.
Oh yeah, that works just fine. I got 3 hard claims. I'm gonna go ahead and gamble Johnny Ace as the empath.
Johnny Ace as the empath. It is. Thank you, Steve.
Thank you.
Yeah, that seems like a solid one to gamble. Although in this case, gambling somebody else's gambler probably is the right move. Yeah, so now the sailor's out there causing all kinds of mayhem. Hey, Mark.
Hey.
How's it going? Who are we gonna? Are you gonna be up high flying, doing some cool acrobatic maneuvers?
Yeah, I might as well. I mean, I haven't heard any village idiots or sailors yet. Rob may be a sailor, but I'm going to start with I'll start with Rocco. I'll do my neighbor.
All right, cool. Rocco, it is. Thanks, Mark.
Okay, thanks.
The one thing I would say, like thinking about this, like the classic is to go to like the DA or something. I think especially with like Banshee and stuff, like I think Boffin fits here. I think a Boffin is absolutely something that could work on this script. Let's go to Ket. Hey, Ket.
Hello. So the awful, horrible, no good dice chose Mark.
All right. Well, let's exercise Mark. Just for the new players in our chat, the exorcist says each night choose a player different to last night. A demon, if chosen, learns who you are and doesn't wake tonight. So an exorcist picks the demon. The demon will not get to wake and kill that night, but they'll learn who you are as a trade-off. So you could theoretically find who the demon is. And we're going to start with, you said Mark? Okay, yep. Mark it is. Thank you, Ket.
Thank you.
I will mark Mark with the chosen option here, but Mark is not the demon, so the demon gets to wake like normal. Hey, Rocco.
Hello. Hello.
Well, gave you the classic imp spy pairing in honor of our friend, the new player in chat. So,
Take it.
as a demon, you got all the information. A little unfortunate with the Rob, but what are we going to do?
I'm okay with it. We're killing Ash because I want my Vizier to stick around, please.
Okay. I mean, look, the Vizier can't die during the day.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Well, you know what? Then no, we're going to kill Cat. Why not?
Cat?
Let's get rid of an Exorcist.
Yeah, the one thing that is interesting, though, the Golem says they die, but the Vizier specifically can't die during the day, so there's no fear of the Golem killing your Vizier.
Yeah, we're good. We're good then. I forgot there was a... Yeah, we're good. We're good. I forgot there was a thing. We're good then. Never mind.
Okay, so Cat?
Oh, yeah, we're getting rid of Cat.
Cat it is. All right, thanks.
Thank you.
All right, well, Mark's not the demon. Johnny Ace is going to get a 0. Hey, Johnny. Here's Johnny. Empath, very classic townsfolk. You just learned how many of your neighbors are evil. It's very simple. What are the vibe check? You're just feeling the love of your neighbors.
Simple.
Yeah, I'm just clarifying. I'm announcing what all the roles do for our friends in chat that are new here.
Yeah, who had not seen this game. Yeah, totally. I cannot remember the name. I think it has board in it, but welcome.
Yeah, Boardwalk.
I hope this game is going to be very confusing, but it is a ton of fun. Go watch some Trouble Brewing videos.
Yep.
I highly recommend No Rolls Barred because they explain each character as they're playing them. Like
that was a big one that got recommended. But today you can wake up with good vibes because, again, 0 of your neighbors are evil.
Sure. I did try to kill Rob. Let's try it for Ket today. Thank you, Evil Steve.
Good luck. Yeah, most people think that if they're the empath, they're drunk or they're poisoned or somehow not getting good information. Now, Quinn is drunk because of the sailor, so we can lie. Hey, Quinn.
Hello, I'm still alive.
You are still alive. Who are we picking?
Johnny Ace today, please.
All right, you pick Johnny Ace. You're going to learn evil.
I had a feeling they were. Johnny is an evil motherfucker.
All right.
Too many options this game. All right, bye-bye.
Good luck, Quinn. And then we'll show the spy exactly what's going on. Yeah. Wake the spy, show the grim. Does the acrobat... Oh, the acrobat does see the chose. So Mark chose Rocco. Denny boy, how you feeling today?
I see.
You get the grim, man. What more could a minion want to help their demon by just seeing everything?
It's so exciting.
I did send a second one just because I didn't realize the acrobat does have a chosen marker, so I added the acrobat chosen marker on the second one.
Oh, okay, great. I'm wondering, why did Ash not nominate Fredo yesterday?
Well, I'll say the Vizier specifically says cannot die during the day, so the Golem doesn't override that.
I don't know how to read characters. It's too complicated.
It would have been a very powerful interaction otherwise. Yeah, the Golem can't punch the Vizier.
You were correct. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Luckily, because that would have been tough for you guys to get out of if that was the case.
Well, I'm just chilling. I'm going Banshee with like bluffing Undertaker, so we'll see how that goes.
Nice. Well, I hope it goes well for you.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Thank you.
All right, we're gonna wake him up, and we're going to do our town shout out.
Just outside in the real world? Like, okay, your name's just Fredo. Wait, I remember where this came from. Your name's probably not Alfredo.
Good morning, players. Unfortunately, not for Ket, who died in the night. Before we get going too far, though, can we get a collective, good old-fashioned grim shout-out, a town shout-out for friend Golden Bucket? What's going on, Golden Bucket?
Golden Bucket. You, buddy.
Golden Bucket.
4 minutes.
I cannot count. Where can I not
Use the
count?
golden bucket for the golden shower.
I I still remember that was I remember when the golden bucket came out. I think that was the stream I was stream sniping as part of my role.
At 0 and a 0.
That is so fascinating because yesterday.
Well, Rob, yeah, go ahead.
No, you told me that you got a 1 yesterday.
Yes, I lied.
Why?
Because I didn't believe Steve. Because empaths aren't real.
Why would you lie about that though?
Because I wanted to try to kill my neighbors to get more numbers. Having a 0 2 nights in a row. Rob is confirmed good. Actually, I still could be drunk or the hermit or whatever. Because I didn't know Ket had died. So,
Johnny, what if I told you I had a village idiot evil on you?
then I would say you're the drunk village idiot. But if you really want to kill me, that's fine. I really do not care.
I have not heard of
empaths are real.
I have not heard of another village idiot on board. So
interesting. To the point, a lot of the scripts come down to the hermit, right? The hermit absorbing all those outsiders can make things wild. The fact we're not putting the hermit in makes everyone paranoid that they are the hermit when they're not. And I really am interested in seeing how these work. Like a script shouldn't only function if the hermit's in play, right? So I'm very interested in seeing how a non-hermit game goes and how paranoid everyone gets that they are the hermit. Very, very interesting.
It's the best.
Yeah. Hi,
And you know
I'm chatting
what?
with Fredo because I thought he was lonely being out at evil.
And you're safe for the day. If you get nommed, I won't push it
Let's
through.
go. Yeah, I got safety. I
Yep.
love it.
Don't tell anyone else, but if you talk to me, I guarantee I won't kill you.
All right. Noted.
Look, you may be evil, but you're like socially friendly.
Yeah.
I got a heart of gold. I'm evil.
Exactly.
With a heart of gold.
I mean, I'm a safe choice for you, certainly.
No, you just don't die that way. Like you stay alive.
Right.
So, like, if you want to use your ability, then I won't pick you. But I
don't care. I just need to know.
I
just need to tell me that you're picking me, so I know that my choice won't matter.
I understand. I'll pick you tonight. Coming up.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
Thanks. Yep, bye.
Quinn. Yeah, and it makes me trust you, and Rob is confirmed good because I'm an empath.
I did not
with a 0.
gamble you, to be clear. That's not.
I
That's
know.
not what
I know who it
happened.
is. No.
You have no
Someone
reason
else
to trust
hard
me besides me passing this information to you.
Someone else hard claimed gambler to me besides Ket. They are.
I'm assuming Johnny Ace is not the tea lady because Ket died.
That is not what I gambled Johnny Ace as. No.
I assumed not. Okay, good to know. If you want to gamble me, I'm open to it.
Okay.
You can gamble me as the mayor if you want.
Okay. You're on my
Feel
list.
free to not do it. It's totally up to you if you have a better target. But
All right, you're on my list.
Night 2, so it's possible.
What's that?
He claimed to pick me night 2, so.
Yeah, okay. All right. If you come up with a better choice for me to pick in the future, let me know. But all right, sounds good.
I mean, you can keep trying to pick Fredo, because either you're going to be drunk or he's going to be drunk, and either you're going to be immortal. We're never going to test you again, so either you're going to be hit by the demon, or he's going to make the vizier drunk. So.
Ooh, I could make the vizier drunk and kill the vizier, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I mean, we'd have to try to do that, and that's waste like a day killing the demon.
Yeah, true. All right.
Okay, that's fine. I'm just in case it's not. I am telling people I'm the Undertaker, so we'll see how that goes. But
good luck with that.
Yeah, I know. Well, no one died day one, so that made my bluff easy. It was great.
Okay, bye.
Thanks, Kat.
I love a spy that pretends to be the Undertaker. That's such a next level move.
Steve, I'm aware of the problem, and I now believe that the other thing has happened.
Welcome back to town. If you'd like to make an ousted here, guest, I'll leave a minute to have the floor, and then we'll open some nominations. We'll start at the bottom this time with Neutral Steve.
Yeah, so clearly my ousted guess was wrong last time, so I'm going to shift kind of the other way around.
Not a minion.
I'm going to now say that ousted guess that Mark is the imp, and Satan and Ash are minions.
Heard. Danny boy.
Damn good.
May I
That
please
makes
also hear
sense.
guess that Fredo is a minion, Johnny Ace is a minion, and Mark is the Oho.
Heard. Mark.
Well, apparently everyone thinks I'm a demon. Whatever. I'll guess Fredo's a minion. Neutral Steve's a minion, and Satan is a demon.
Heard.
Y'all are aspirational. I want to be.
Quinn?
I would like to gamble that Fredo and Ash are minions, and that Rocco is the imp.
Before I accept that, you said gamble. Do you mean Elsa here, guess, or do you actually mean
Yes,
gamble?
I meant Elsa here.
Right. I assume so in context.
Thank
so
you. I
Elsa
appreciate- I
heard.
appreciate the clarification.
Bryant.
Elsa heard.
I'm gonna Elsa here guess Fredo and Mark as the minions, and Rocco as the Oho.
Heard. Johnny Ace.
I am going to also here guess Fredo and Denny as minions, and Satan herself as the Oho.
Heard.
Dang.
Nowhere even close.
This is a nomination hand, by the way, Steve.
All right.
None of y'all
Noms
were
are
even
open.
close, by the
Quinn.
way.
Quinn would like to nominate Johnny Ace.
Tell us why, Quinn.
Okay, that's interesting. That's not what I had anticipated would happen. I was quite certain for a minute there that I am the Hermit who is receiving bum information. I am now incredibly curious to know a couple of things. One, is there another village idiot in play? I am the village idiot. I have an evil ping on Johnny Ace, but Johnny Ace is, to the best of my knowledge, confirmed to some extent, the details of which I will not elaborate upon at this moment in time. And therefore, I was under the impression that either I was the drunk village idiot, but seeing as there are no other village idiots on the board, that I would have to be the solitary village idiot. This means that I am either the drunk, I am the hermit, but if I were the hermit, Johnny would not have died.
Or you're the marionette.
Or Johnny's-
If I'm the marionette, Bryant is exactly my demon, and I will never be voting on Bryant.
Or Johnny's the
In this
demon. And
All
you
right.
can't-
That's quite the accusation,
I'm not-
mostly focused on Quinn himself. But let's go over to Johnny. Johnny, your defense.
I am not the demon because I am confirmed. I am confirmed.
How are you?
Multiple people already know about it.
Can you?
I'm not going to reveal it yet.
Okay, but
I'm going to leave it up to
I'm
that
aware
person.
of this information. It's not mine, but I am aware of it.
okay, but if we don't know and we vote, then the Elsa here can just push this through.
This is why it's important. If you were a village idiot, I would
Six.
love for you to come out now. If
Six
I
the
hear the
number.
second village idiot, I will drop my hand.
I mean, what?
Fredo's voting on this. I want to see what happens if I drop my hand.
All right.
Oh no, Johnny
three
Ace is fine.
3 is not enough. Johnny Ace is safe for the day.
So correct me if I'm wrong. The only 3 people who voted on that was Denny, Rocco, and Fredo.
Correct.
Yeah, I know what those fools are doing, but whatever.
I just don't understand how someone's confirmed. The other person I think is confirmed is Rob.
Rob?
There's other ways.
Rob nominates Neutral Steve.
Rob nominates Neutral Steve. Tell us why.
I heard of a good ping on Ash. I heard of a good ping on Satan herself. I have claims from other people. I haven't talked to Steve. I don't know what Steve is. That's it.
Neutral Steve?
I am the confirmation.
That does not help.
You are correct. That probably does not help the evil.
6 is the number.
I didn't know I had a good ping on me. That's so exciting.
Probably come talk to me privately tomorrow. Maybe.
I will.
Steve?
Wait.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Wait,
You were
so
somebody
you
I was kind of
One
looking for today.
is not enough.
See?
Neutral Steve is safe for the day.
So you have a
Is
good
he
ping on
now?
me. My name there too.
Yeah, he will be.
What's that, Ash?
Thank you for the confirmation, Fredo. Satan herself?
I'll nominate Rocco.
Satan herself nominates Rocco. Tell us why.
Okay. First of all, just wanted to see if I would Golem Punch. Second of all, Rocco's a blank on my Grim and doesn't seem to have any particular confirming information that I know of right now. So that's it.
The only person who's confirmed with this Grim in my world is Rob. So I don't trust the information that's confirming Johnny Ace. Anyone can lie and say they're confirmed in this game. I have information that's clearing 3 people in some way, so yeah.
That's interesting.
6 is the number.
Yeah.
Hey, Quinn, I'm going to use your same logic. If you're cool with me nominating.
6 is not enough.
Yep, I am perfectly okay with
You're a
this.
lovely boy.
Neutral Steve will nominate Quinn.
Neutral Steve nominates Quinn. Tell us why.
Hermit, check.
Hermit check.
Quinn.
If we need to nominate someone, if we need to put someone on the block, I'm honestly okay with this. My information is either tainted or there is some degree of lying going on between Steve and Johnny. Rob, if you are the sailor and you drank with any one of us 3, now would be a great time to have that information.
Last night I drank. I told you I was going to drink with you last night.
Oh, you did?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Well, I totally missed that. Okay. Cool.
6 is the number.
We're fine.
This
game has been so productive.
This game has been.
I forgot when you nominated that mattered when you nominated. Sorry about that.
Steve, you might still be what you think you are.
1 is not enough.
What can you do with the drunken?
Quinn is
Sailor?
safe.
What can you do with the drunken?
Bryant nominates Mark.
Bryant nominates Mark. Tell us why.
Rob told me yesterday that he had drank with me. He clearly was sober, so I was drunk, which means that my hermit ability may or may not have worked. So, well, either that or Mark was just the demon. That's my goal, and nomination didn't work. Either way.
Yeah, I did not drink with you last night, just the first night. So
Mark? You're muted, it looks like, Mark. Or at least there's no sound coming through.
The silence is deafening, Mark.
just go like this. If you're
Seat
okay
7.
with that, and otherwise, don't do anything.
That work? Okay.
Yep, we can hear you now, Mark.
I can hear. I got reset too.
I'm Mr. Acrobat. If you guys want to kill me, I don't care. I think everyone put me in the also here guess. If you guys think I'm evil, kill me. I'm an acrobat. It doesn't really matter. There's I can maybe find someone drunk and die in the night. So I'm not. Shit. Want to kill me? I don't care.
6 is the number.
If you live, you and Rob should both pick Fredo every night.
That's fine. I'm fine with that if you don't kill me.
I'm only 1 vote.
Probably need to put someone on the block.
I'm your neighbor, Danny.
5 is not enough.
Oh,
Mark is safe.
Steve. I think it's enough.
All right. Fredo pushes it through. Mark is executed and dies. Good night, everyone.
I mean, we can't be afraid of the
whining
Vizier.
so
I mean,
badly.
again,
I'm fine with it. I'm the acrobat, or I was the.
Not too bad.
I guess I could have been
Hey,
a
Nick.
hermit, but
How's it going? There's a lot of shenanigans with the
I guess we
hermit.
won't know.
I think
I
with
never
the Vizier,
know. So
I think with the Vizier, we need to do more like talking and communicating.
Hey, Rob.
Hello. So what's
Who's getting
interesting is I'm pretty well confirmed as good, which means that it would be very hard for evil to get me nominated and executed. Interestingly, if I don't tell anyone who I'm picking in advance, the evil team doesn't know who I pick, and they don't know if I'm going to be drunk or not. So there's no really point in them targeting me at night either. So I could pick Fredo. And I know usually when sailors pick evil players, you make the sailor drunk, which is fine because I'm probably not going to die from execution or whatever. But on the off chance that you make Fredo drunk, we could potentially kill Fredo during the day.
Imagine how hilarious that would be when a Vizier fails to push something through.
exactly, then we know, right? Yeah.
You're appealing to the evil side of me, and I love it, Rob.
I know.
Fredo's
right?
your final choice?
Use Fredo, yeah.
All right, Fredo it is. Thanks, Rob.
Yep.
Sorry, no, you're already too confirmed. There's no way on earth I'm doing anything other than self-drunking on that one. Hey, Neutral Steve.
I got a couple of more hard claims, but
I heard a few.
In that Quinn thing. I'm actually gonna gamble Bryant as the Alsahir.
All right, Bryant as the Alsahir. It is. Thank you, Steve.
Thanks.
There's no gambler mark. Yeah. Let's see what Rocco wants to do. Hey, Rocco.
Hello.
Who's getting it tonight? Like, who's your biggest threat looking at this Grim?
Probably Quinn is a only VI. Ash, I think Ash, knowing Ash will hold us till day 5, so I ain't got to worry about that. So yeah, let's go Quinn.
All right, Quinn it is. Thanks, Rocco. Yeah, I mean, that's looking at this. That's who you scare. That's who you're scared of the most. The biggest problem is how do you put sus on Satan herself? You got to get rid of the empath before it's too late. Hey, Johnny. No surprise, I guess. You're getting a 0 again. Just good vibes here as the empath.
All right, sounds good. I actually might be the empath.
You now believe
which
it.
is confusing because I think I might be.
Okay.
Because which is good because empaths don't exist. All right, thank you.
I know.
Steve.
Except for this time they do. You do believe it. I believe it too. We'll believe it together. We'll show Denny Boy the Grim. I will say the other everyone's building that Rob is confirmed, which he is because nobody's claiming Tea Lady next to him. But there is a world where a spy can get confirmed next to a Tea Lady as a sailor. That's the only other way I think it happens on the script. All right, let's wake him up.
Respect on that token.
Good morning, players. Last night, Quinn used his off-script wizard wish to off-script Fangu jump to the off-script politician. Thank you for that redemption. Rock and roller.
Very nice. Awesome.
3 minutes.
I love that. That is so good. It's so good. Thank you for that. That was a joy.
I ping him first thing before Steve says anything and immediately goes to a different conversation.
That sounds like Rob.
Yeah. Yes, you're the Alsahir based on me being the gambler, assuming I'm not something different, like the actual drunk or something. Who knows?
Yeah. Well, I know I'm the Alsahir. Okay. I could be the hermit and you could be the drunk, but from my perspective, that's fair.
But yeah, so as far as my Grim's concerned, we've got an empath and an Alsahir between you and Johnny Ace. We know Rob's a sailor based on things going on.
What did Johnny
You
have
know
on
what
Ash?
Ket is. I've got Ash and Satan give me hard claims as well that I could gamble them as, and obviously we've talked to Quinn. So
right, Shellfish.
There is the world that Johnny's the spy.
Ooh, good point. Good point. And empaths aren't real. I really wanted to prove that an empath is real, Steve. I wanted to say that an empath was real.
They're fake. They're always fake.
Do you know Johnny's read on Ash?
I did not. I haven't heard any of the numbers from Johnny.
All right, I'll try to talk to him.
What does the golem say? Oh,
can.
wait. No. No, sorry, that doesn't work.
Oh, because the Vizier is invincible, right?
During the day.
Yeah. So no, I didn't really think about it because I kind of forgot that was even like.
I got really excited for like a second.
Yeah. I felt really stupid for a second. It's like, why haven't I done this? Oh.
Haven't we gone punch?
Yeah, no, I haven't punched yet. I don't know when I'm gonna punch.
Yeah.
It'd be nice to find someone we actually have reason to believe is a demon.
Sure.
That would
I
be
agree with
nice.
that.
Hence why I asked you for proof that someone is a demon, but legit proof, not just fake proof.
That makes sense.
Yeah, Denny, give me actual proof now. You better.
I can tell you that Mark is the Undertaker. I'm sorry. I can tell you that Mark is the acrobat.
I'm like, how do you know that?
All right. Whoops. Oh, that came out wrong. That wasn't right.
Are you a spy with some crucial information, Denny?
Something wasn't right about that. The spy? Who, me?
Yeah, you? What are you?
I'm the Undertaker. In case it didn't like slip out on accident.
Back in
I was
Undertaker,
going to tell you I was
huh?
the Undertaker anyway, but
I did
No
not
banshee.
realize that was how that worked. I assumed that was a slip of the tongue, if anything, but I assumed it would be in the spy direction. I just kind of forgot that you could just be the Undertaker.
I can be the Undertaker. Hey, why not?
So you presumably have.
Right.
Okay. All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Through my office like a
That's
wildfire. It was bad.
Getting done.
People in management
Steve,
were
you dropped or I dropped.
purposely having meetings to discuss werewolf instead of work. Oh, fucking bullshit.
All right. Thanks, everyone. Welcome back to town. If you'd like to say something, we will all hear it. You have the floor. Hands up before I open nominations.
Dude, my evil team.
Bryant?
I'm going to also here guess that Fredo's a minion, Steve's a minion, and Satan herself is the imp.
Heard?
Close.
Rob?
I'm sorry. I want to nominate
Johnny Ace?
I'd like to also hear guess Fredo as a minion, Rocco as a minion, and Denny Boy as the imp.
Was that imp I heard? All right. Heard.
Yeah, that wasn't anything close. I love these also here, guys. This is
All
great.
right. I'll open for noms. Rob, you look like you wanted to go first.
Yeah. Can I nominate Satan herself?
Rob nominates Satan herself. Tell us why.
I haven't talked to Satan, don't know what Satan is, but I have heard of an evil ping on Satan, so might as well try to kill Satan.
I am very
Satan,
interested
can I
to
ask-
know what pings are. I know the good ping now, but I do not know what the evil ping is. That is fair. There's very little in this game that would tell anybody what I am anyway. I've told someone who I trust who I am. I've told someone who I don't trust what I am. We'll see what happens with that. I don't think it really matters. You can kill me if you want to. You can not kill me if you don't want to. I'm really curious to why people think I'm the demon specifically, because that seems to have been a popular theory.
Rob, who'd you drink with last night, if you're willing to say?
I'm not willing to say.
Satan, I think loose lips are sinking.
5
ships if I
is
had
the number.
to guess based on what I have
Rob,
on
you
the
want
board.
this to go through? Rob? Okay.
Yeah, I'm with you on that, Quinn.
I think you should look into the person who you don't trust and
4 is not enough. Satan herself
Let's
is
see what they're up
safe for the day.
That was tough to get on the block, given the fact that
Johnny Ace.
I'm good and I asked for it to happen. So there's a
I'd
lot.
like to nominate Rocco.
Johnny Ace. I keep disconnecting myself. Johnny Ace nominates Rocco. Tell us why.
Steve said no.
I don't know much about Rocco, but I'm running out of places for evil on Night Grim.
You would know more about what I am, Johnny, if you ever talk to me.
Well, we could
Rob knows-
talk tomorrow.
Rob knows my info.
5 votes is the number.
If we don't put people on the block, then the Vizier makes all the choices, people. That is the thing.
Safe, Rocco.
1 is not enough. Rocco's safe.
All
May I
right,
please nominate Johnny Ace?
Yeah, go ahead.
Denny Boy nominates Johnny Ace. Tell us why.
I feel like something's going on, and I am not privy to the information, or there's a bunch of evil players over there, and one of those two things is happening. Currently, someone has told me that they have a good ping on them, which is interesting, which leads you in a predicament, if that makes sense, Johnny.
Johnny Ace.
Beyond that good ping, I am confirmed in another way. And if you like, it's not that difficult to figure out. But it doesn't really matter because I think at least one good person is going to vote for this, and then Fredo's going to kill me anyway. So.
I think it's
Don't
science.
meta the vizier.
Somebody vote for me.
5. 5 is the number.
Rob, can you
I
vote
think we
for
have
me?
to break this conversation chain.
Can someone vote for
I'm
Cat?
obsessed with it.
God.
Oh,
Can we?
Let's
well
put
put
this
him
on the block,
so
y'all. Dead wants
Oh,
it.
I'll respect the dead vote.
by shit tie. It's tying. It's tying.
No one is
5
on
is
the block.
not.
enough.
Man.
Johnny
Oh.
Ace is now on the block.
I'm sorry. I can't read. I no good read. I thought we had
At least I
Satan
can't
on the
either.
block.
I can't be the hermit, so I am.
No, nobody voted after you.
Has
Hey,
everyone
Ash.
voted?
After that,
Hey, Ash,
this
do you
game,
want to
correction
nominate
thing.
me and
Has
then I
there
can
been
out the
clues?
information?
Do you want to be nominated?
Yeah, I'll
I will-
nominate me. I'll get out my information and then we can go from there.
I will then nominate Steve.
Ash nominates
Yeah.
neutral Steve, who dies. Tell us why.
There it is.
I am the gambler. I gambled Johnny Ace and Bryant and did not die. I also nominated earlier on Quinn, which proves I'm likely not the hermit. I could easily have just been the drunk, perfectly fine. But I wanted to make sure that nomination happened so that way we could confirm another person.
To clarify, I am not the hermit. I am specifically the golem. Just in
You
case.
didn't punch me? Wow.
I can't,
What's
I don't
up?
think.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, no, you
No,
can't.
is
You
there-
can't die.
Vizier can't. I had this conversation with someone, I know.
Oh, I can't,
Can't die in the day, Fredo.
Never mind, yeah.
That's why we've
will-
not been nominating you.
Can we get me off the block now?
Well, 5 will
Just put
tie.
Steve-
6 put neutral Steve on the block instead.
This doesn't confirm anything. If neutral Steve is a minion,
Really does
confirm your
not
demon.
confirm anything.
Neutral
That's just-
Steve.
Johnny, we wasted a dead vote on this. You're dying today.
Right.
Oh, yeah, no, you're dying.
I
That's
agree. I
fine.
think we have to just get this off the block for everyone's peace of mind.
1 is not enough. Neutral Steve is safe for the
Okay.
day.
I would have also been fine
Fredo.
dying for the record, and I am fine dying tomorrow. I don't
Final
care.
call for nominations.
I think the only
There
person
are-
left really to even think about is Denny Boy. Like, from my
I'm
perspective,
in
you
the
can
same
nominate me.
ballpark.
me.
There's
can't now.
mechanical information in my
I
world
mean,
that
I don't know
is.
if that's real.
Bringing this day to a close.
Would you all like me to nominate
In-
Denny Boy? I don't want to
Uh-uh.
do it if we're gonna.
No, let's
3,
leave it.
Nah.
No.
Do it
2,
tomorrow.
Leave it. Let's leave it.
1. Johnny Ace is executed and dies.
Game over.
Good night, everyone.
It's very ominous.
No, of course it's
There
not game
is-
over. I'm gambling.
I should probably go write my will.
Yeah. But
You are
because
fine.
we were gonna
Hold on.
tunnel on it though.
Very interesting. Rob confirmed. Ash confirmed. But you know what? They have to execute Ash. They can't have Ash alive in the final 3 because she can't nominate. Evil's sitting pretty. Sitting so pretty right now. Although there is a lot of sus on Rocco. He can star pass.
That confirmed
sounds cool.
Club
Just have to
Rob.
choose.
Hey, Rob.
Let's keep this plan going. I will nominate, and I will choose Fredo again.
Fredo again. All right, let's go drinking with Fredo. Thanks, Rob. That is true. You just execute, so like the final 4 becomes final 3. That's also true. Yeah, that makes sense. But like if Ash is the last good with only evils, I mean, it's dangerous to let her stick around. Hey, Rocco, how are you feeling at this moment? Seeing how the Grim, seeing how everything's shaking out. Are you feeling good?
I feel like I'm hoping Rob's drunk, and I think I need to kill Rob. Because I'm not gonna vote on Rob. I'm painting Satan as the demon. So we need to deal with it. Yeah, so Rob needs to die tonight. Hopefully it actually will go through.
All right, Rob, it is. Thank you, Rocco.
Thank you.
Yeah, unfortunately for Rob, his play was too bold. He's not surviving now. There's not really much else for the spy to see though either. Powders have 3 or 4 games in a short period of time where golems handcuff down. Golems can absolutely handcuff down. Like they're strong, but like the trade-off, I mean, the truth is the trade-off is good. It's really powerful.
Ash to nominate me yesterday.
Yeah.
Good morning, players, but not for Rob, who died in the night.
That's interesting. Who did you
Who did
drink
you
with,
pick,
Rob?
Rob?
What'd you
I drank with Fredo.
Why?
Why would you drink with Fredo?
So he couldn't push
To try
something
to
through.
drunk
It's
him,
it's definitely a choice.
I guess, yeah.
Well, now you
Yeah.
have no
Yeah.
ability, and
Full discretion.
the fact that that seems like a storyteller kill tells me either Oho miss or Yagababble. So let's act. Should we start thinking about Yagababble phrases?
What about Mayor
I'd
Bounce?
love
Because
to.
we've only had one.
I
don't
don't trust
think
you, Ash.
Yaga Babble phrase.
Yeah.
Like, it's certainly possible, but it seems unlikely at this moment.
Ash as the golem, Satan herself as the mayor. Those are the people who said gamble me as these things.
And we don't know what Rocco is at all.
I don't know. Like I said
I think he's the
earlier,
town
you know
crier.
what Ket is.
Yeah, but they waste days trying to do it, right? So
True.
in theory, right? You know,
Yeah.
but anyway.
Joseph.
What did you want to do?
I'm just saying they're gonna know. I think
Rob chose
it's
Fredo and he
possible that
died.
Steve
Fredo's
is
probably
the
evil.
marionette to Satan.
Yeah, I think. But then Satan. I mean, that you had a yes on Satan. Right?
Yes on Satan and Steve. They both nominated the day before.
Oh, at the same time, right?
Definitely
Yeah,
town
that's what
crier.
you're saying, yeah.
That is horrible. And no one likes it.
I agree that it's horrible the other way, but is it still entertainment, or is it just like, yeah, we're right?
I don't know. But Banshee, interesting. So yeah, I guess I can see that. I can see that. I was thinking,
Like, the whole
I
point
was
of like a
thinking,
ghost is like they're
like,
fun, you
Undertale
know.
or something.
But then it's also like old people may get spooked. I don't know, so it's very
Yeah, it depends.
What? Rob,
It was a very interesting
people
question.
might get
that you asked me
spooked.
in light of that.
I'm old.
That it
Well, we were
was
talking about
spooked.
entertainment, so I figured it.
For
was
chat's
appropriate.
benefit, Denny Boy asked me day one on a scale of 1 to 10, how good would your character be at entertaining their grandparents? I said either like a 2 or a 10 because, you know, politics very divisive. I'm the mayor. And Denny said kind of the same answer. And apparently that's because he's a ghost. So
Okay. I will say, coming out on that conversation was very, very weird. So thanks for the context. Makes much more
I
sense
realized
now.
it. I was like, oh, chat's listening. This makes no sense.
Now we get it.
Explain that.
Now we get it, chat. Boo.
No sense at all. Well, there you go.
Evil on them. And I followed up with them, and they said they had zeros all day.
No context
They
conversations.
changed their story on day 2.
That is that's different than I heard. Yeah, because I got zeros all game from
Yeah.
them. So
I want to keep that in the conversation because they also did not say it explicitly because they were lying as part of the Sailor Bluff because the Sailor Bluff crumbled. I feel like that would have been pretty obvious to mention.
that is
So,
good to know. Thank you.
I'm making you privy to that information.
No, we have to kill Ash today or we lose.
Yes,
and
we do.
Oh, you're right. Sorry, Rocco.
Yeah, no, I need to die.
I was counting it wrong.
Yeah.
And we
Well,
can't
welcome
blame anybody else
back
because
to
of
town.
Rock.
Hands up for some Alsa here. Just like, you know, light up and solve the world. Listen, man, I got the world right here. We'll
Do it.
start with Rocco.
I just want to out some information so anyone else here guess. I'm your town crier. Night 2, I got a no. Night 3, I got a yes. Night 4, I got a no. The only people that leave us as potential minions are Steve and Satan. That's why I wanted both of them dead. There's a world I'm building that either one of them is a marionette, either Satan's the demon, Steve marionette, or Denny demon, Satan marionette.
But we should still kill Ash today.
Right?
Yes.
I'd like to also hear guess that Fredo and Satan are minions and Denny is the Oho.
Heard.
I will
Dang it,
give
I really
everybody
want-
this. It is possible I'm the marionette. It's possible. I don't know.
Somebody
It is
nominate.
not possible that I'm the marionette for many a reason.
Noms are open.
Let's kill Ash.
I can't nominate myself.
Rocco will nominate Ash.
I don't know if there's more you want to add to this.
Needs to happen.
We need votes, and we can't depend on the Vizier.
I am a liability. Please kill me.
All
Quinn,
right.
save your dead vote.
I will. It is up as an insurance policy right now. I will put it down as
Okay.
soon as I can confirm that Satan, Denny, and Rocco vote.
3 is
You
the
know my
number.
handle. My hand will be up, but I'm not touching my mouse. Hands
Real
away.
quick, can we
It's
talk
still an insurance
outsiders?
policy.
We know of a golem. We don't have a tinker. We don't have a barber. Is that right? So we have a hermit or a drunk. But
Or the
Hermit
Hermit removed
Five's
itself.
enough, and
Oh,
it's gonna
I
be
guess
very hard to
Hermit
beat.
would remove itself. That's true.
Fredo, you
Yeah,
may as well
I knew
just do
that,
us a
that's
favor.
true.
I mean, I'm not nominating, not that I
Steve,
could.
go ahead and do the thing.
All right, Ash is executed and dies. Good night, everyone.
So
us.
we
Yeah, I
probably
think-
have a drunk somewhere,
That's a pity
or you're
kill.
right,
That's a
Johnny,
pity
that
kill.
the Hermit was taken.
That wasn't
itself
real.
out.
No, I think the Hermit removed itself. That's where I'm at right now.
Well, there are a bunch of people who are still drunk candidates.
If there's an evil ping on me, either I'm the Mary.
All right, Rocco, how you feeling? I mean, that day went about as what you'd expect, I suppose.
My worry is with Satan being the mayor. If we get to Final Four and I kill Satan, we bounce to one of the minions.
I mean, maybe.
We're killing Bryant.
Bryant, it is. All right, thanks, Rocco.
Thank you.
I guess the real question becomes, what do I do in that case? I don't think I would bounce off of Satan. Part of me just wants to bounce to Fredo. If he did it tonight, it'd be an interesting choice. So, Bryant does.
Neutral Steve was the drunk.
Good morning, players, but not Bryant.
The
Died
only
in
way.
the night.
You.
I don't think it is Bryant.
2 minutes.
Okay, do we want to
inclined
just
to
be
pass.
public today because it's 4 and
We
we
should
might
just-
be worried that
yeah.
there's 3?
Yes.
I think there is. We
Yeah.
have to just share and solve today.
Okay, I'm fine with
Yes,
that.
okay.
I'm fine with coming out then. I'm the mayor. I have told various people this throughout the game. Quinn, Neutral Steve, Denny Boy have all known. Ash got a 2. That was honest. Early on. I have literally no way to confirm myself or do anything. The fact that people have been putting me and Alsa here guesses from the very beginning makes me think that either I'm the marionette being set up, in which case, woo, or I'm just they have a spy and they know I'm the mayor. It would be very reasonable for it to be a spy game, given the things that are claiming to still be.
I think it's Oho.
Either that or I've been selected and I get air bounced. Who knows? I'm alive. It's a curse.
Yeah. Rob dying could have been a mayor bounce.
Just for
Yeah, it's possible.
everyone's
Could also be randomness.
information, I am the Banshee. Ooh. I was
can't-
telling some people Undertaker.
can't-
That was
Yeah,
never
you told me
important
that.
because no one died. Also, Oho and Spy on the script, which means I will never die. Very cool.
Unless it's specifically an
Acrobat,
ambush.
I drank with Rocco, or not drank with, I checked Rocco and didn't die on night 2. That's all I have.
Rocco is the town crier who had, I believe, a no, a yes, and then a no.
yes on
and
Steven,
we were
a yes
waiting.
on-
It could still
Yeah.
be.
Satan, right?
It could
I'm-
still
I'm-
be
I'm
Rock.
urging-
Assuming I don't bounce.
That's what I'm trying
Right,
to say.
chat,
I don't
that's
see why. it can't
Unless
be
I
Rocco.
That's what I bounce to and keep the game going. I'd have to self-kill
Rocco, do you
Rocco.
think there's a world that Denny and Satan are both evil? If so, you got to nominate today.
I think there's a world very much so.
No, it could still be Rocco. Why are we discounting Rocco?
It could be. It could be.
If
But
it
from
is-
Rocco's
if it is-
perspective, if he
yeah.
thinks the two of you are evil, he's got to do it today. You can't wait till Final 3.
Yeah, because I'm dying
That
tonight.
is true. I agree.
So my info
I don't know
says
anything.
that Satan or Steve are a minion. Denny is not a minion, so Denny could be the demon.
Oh dear, this is not good. Uh-oh. That's
The
not
question must be asked, are we nominating
Well,
or
we're
are we
still under
sleeping?
info,
Rocco,
right?
Denny also
Before-
played Banshee.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
This is something that I have to make public knowledge, and I know that we are really tunneling in on worlds where we are living in 3 alive evils right now. I do have to highlight a social interaction that I had with Johnny Ace. I recognize that they are a very confirmed mechanically player with all things on the board. I know Johnny Ace is completely rolling their head back. I do have to make this known. People can do with this what they want. I don't anticipate that this does anything. Johnny Ace, on day 1, I spoke to. They said that they were the empath who had a 1 between Rob and Ket. I spoke to them on day 2 after getting a Village Idiot evil ping on them, and they said that they had 2 zeros in a row. I did confront them about them changing their story. They did admit to lying. What I'm curious, Johnny, is if you could reiterate the reason that you lied, just so we can put that matter to rest, because it's been bouncing around in some of our minds.
Yes. No, that's fine. First off, you told me about your evil ping on me after I had told you I lied. And the reason I lied was because it was day one, and I very rarely tell the truth on day one. I'm very rarely even tell the truth about my character on day one. That's it. That's the reason. It was day one.
Okay.
Quinn, did you ever Did you ever nominate Quinn? So you know you're not the.
I did. I did nominate
Yes.
Johnny Ace.
Yes. That was
I am at worst the drunk.
Ryan, who'd you pick?
I do want to
Did
bring
you
that
pick?
up real quick for myself as well. I nominated Rocco, so from my perspective, I could, in theory, still be the hermit who nominated a demon, just as a thing.
Satan, are you
Right,
out
who
with
did
your role?
Yes,
who did you pick?
I've told everybody today.
Can
I'm
I
the
have-
Rob
mayor.
is in a private chat.
I'm sorry, you're what?
I'm the mayor. I've been the mayor. I've told people I was the mayor at various points in time during the game.
Thank you.
It is possible we could go for a mayor win, but everybody's been framing me the whole game, and I don't know what's going on. I might be the marionette. If I'm the marionette, let me die. I don't know.
For what it's worth, Satan, I think you're the mayor.
Question.
Final call for nominations.
Question.
Wait,
Kat,
who did
what-
you pick?
Denny, are you out with your role?
Yes, I'm
Nominate.
You're
I'm
what?
sorry. Ket is the only blank on my grim. Could I get Ket's roll, please?
Exorcist chose Mark.
Rocco, is that hand up for a nom?
Rocco nominate Denny.
Oh dear.
Rocco nominates Denny Boy.
So
Tell
my
us more.
information says that the only people that can be minions are Quinn, Steve, and Satan. So in that world, Denny could be a demon. So if I'm the only good alive, I need to nominate today.
Denny Boy?
The reason I'm still alive is because there has to be an Oho or a spy in play. It's easy for there to be one, and it's easy for me to still be alive in that case. If a single good player votes for me, we lose the game.
It's over.
We should talk and be very careful about who we're nominating. And if you think it's me, then go for me. But it's not me. Please do not vote for me.
Denny did hard claim to me day one as Banshee. I will say.
If it's for what it's
I
worth,
flipped a
have a-
coin.
Denny Boy and I had a really wacky conversation with a funny social question that made me pretty confident that he was good. I can't for sure be right, but for what it's worth for people. Also, in no world do I vote for this because either Rocco is good and has a wrong social read and is going to sink us anyway, or I'm the marionette and I don't want Denny to die. So I will
2
never.
is the number.
Rob, I really think it's Satan as the demon.
I am not the
It's
demon.
It's either Satan or Rocco.
No.
And I
Rob,
really think between the two
Rocco.
it's actually between the two. I think it's Rocco.
All right. Well, we'll see.
I
if
wish
we
you
would
would
understand
them,
that.
Robin. See
2
what Fredo
is enough. Denny Boy's now on the block.
Fredo.
Fredo, do what you gotta do, buddy.
Fredo, please.
All right, fine, let's do it.
Rocco.
Denny Boy
Denny.
is executed and dies.
Don't
Not
leave
everyone.
me in suspense like that. I
Yeah.
can't tell if he's stoned or he's like just
No.
zoned out.
Rocco had too big of a smile on his face.
Right, it was Rocco.
Yeah.
Rob.
See,
Rob
y'all.
would drop.
Why? Why?
Good morning, town. Fredo has died in the night. The game is now over. Congratulations goes to our evil team, of course. Our evil team of Fredo, the Vizier, Denny Boy, the Spy, and Rocco, your imp.
Ooh, that was not the ending I was anticipating.
Evil alive in the final 3. This was facilitated thanks to Rob the Sailor putting a ghost vote because he believed so much. The info did back up this world, which was very well done by the good team or the evil team of placing it in there. We did have indeed Johnny Ace is just a real. Sometimes empaths are real, even if they just get a bunch of zeros. On Rob, the proven sailor. On Ket, your exorcist picked night 2. It does help when the demon has the grim, thanks to your spy feeding that information. Ash the golem, of course. Bryant is our Alsa here. Quinn was our sober village idiot. You got false information when Rob drank with them. Satan was your sober and healthy mayor that could have just possibly won the game. It was very tough to get that social read. Unfortunately, that does leave one person, as Neutral Steve is just the drunk gambler. There was no hermit in play. Neutral Steve was going around confirming people, which was actually really rough for evil because he never gambled something that obviously like when he said, I heard of another gambler, I was like, oh, you can gamble them, but Am I the next one? But
it's my fault, right? Because I know he's the drunk, so I should be encouraging him to gamble the evil team, and I never did. So that's my fault.
well, it's just interesting. There was no way to prove that he was a drunk because everything he gambled was correct, like actually correct, right?
I do appreciate everybody who hard claimed to me and said, gamble me as this, because now with the Grim reveal, every single one of you was being honest with me. I really appreciate
We
that.
love you that much, Neutral Steve.
want to
Your
be
neutrality
true.
truly does speak volumes.
That was definitely very well. So 51% of people believed in evil.
Gamblers, don't ask me, David.
Well done, evil team. You guys deserve that.
Yeah, I mean, going into the final day, like every evil was still alive, and the demon was framing the minion as that. There was also a world. Oh, so here's the world that I'm glad we didn't have to go to. Was that Rocco targets the mayor on Final Four? Like, what do? Do I bounce it to the Vizier, who wakes up dead, which a demon wouldn't do that? Do you bounce it to the spy claiming to be Banshee, who couldn't do it? Or do you bounce it to the Imp and Star Pass and, go from there? Like, honestly, I was leaning towards a Star Pass situation.
Star Pass for the Vizier.
I think
To the possible Vizier.
Star Pass, we definitely, I
So,
don't know.
Steve,
If you pass it to the Vizier.
before the game, I said to Rocco and Denny, I was between two evils game one. It won't happen again. And then
Yes. Look at you got sandwiched. I mean, Denny's only half evil, right? He registered as good to be your friend.
Friends.
Hey, Steve, actually, you said something that was kind of interesting. If Rocco had actually, on 4, tried to kill the mayor and you bounced it back to Rocco, the game would be over because that was the mayor's ability killing Rocco, not the imp self-killing, right?
It's still like death is if you still killing yourself. Yeah.
I think it's still. I mean, I would rule that it still registers as the imp killing themselves, but is that actually true?
Each night,
yes, it
Well, it
is.
says if you die at night, another player might die instead.
If you
It doesn't
kill
say that.
yourself this
But
way.
that's the
AKA
mayor
by
killing the imp,
using
right?
yourself.
So
Yeah,
I've definitely mayor bounced Star Pass before, but the good question is that legal?
It is legal, and it is 100% legal. The precedent is that the mayor is simply redirecting a kill.
Yeah, I'm just semantic being silly.
The kill is not originating from the mayor. The mayor is simply altering the condition of the kill.
Well, the other thing too is the precedent in the wiki says, like, if for instance the bounce goes to, well, no, never mind. Go ahead, keep talking.
I've heard it as you're it's where you're placing that imp dead token. So if you're going to put it on the imp, then it's the imp killing themselves.
Yeah.
Right.
That's a way of thinking about it. For sure.
Wherever you have a mayor, whatever demon, that demon dead token is what you're putting down.
Thinking of
That's the way I always envisioned it, is that the mayor is deflecting it to someone else, but it's still the attack from the demon.
But that means if you mayor bounce to a banshee, it also wouldn't go off if you're going with that logic, right? That it's not coming from the imp.
Yeah. No, mayor bounce would.
It is coming from the imp.
Yeah, it's the same logic.
Well, yeah, it's either the imp can star pass on a mayor bounce, and the banshee can star pass. Or the banshee can proc on a mayor bounce, or neither is possible because it's coming from the mayor, right?
Exactly.
That is correct.
Right. But I don't think it's coming from the mayor. I see it as coming from the imp.
It is coming from the imp.
I'm
actually what
sorry.
it
I
would
was
much.
just bringing
It's an
it up
interesting
as a silly
idea.
Did I also hear guess correctly? Did I do one with Fredo, Denny, and Rocco as imp?
I can't remember.
Honestly.
I think you got the demon wrong when you guessed who was the demon on the Alcir guess, but you were really close. Brian was also pretty close on most of his guesses. Couldn't quite get the demon type, and I don't know if you ever did the exact 3 evil team.
I didn't have Rocco in it.
Yeah, but pretty
yeah,
close.
everybody tunneled on me for reasons unknown.
It would have been an interesting game if Ash had held her golem pick, and then
I think if I
people would be
realized
sweating
that I was about to become a liability, I would have held it. But I did not think quite that far ahead to know
but
exactly what.
also Neutral Steve was just trying to do it to confirm both you, him, and me.
I wanted to confirm myself. To be fair.
It wasn't worth it. It wasn't worth it. It
Yeah.
made us. We had to waste a kill.
In hindsight, I recognize that. Yeah.
Honestly, Rocco's information was a dead giveaway, in my opinion, that it was him.
How
Dead.
You said it was me on final day, Quinn. You were like, it's definitely Satan the demon.
Yeah, but then I actually used my
Well,
brain
after
Satan,
Rocco's
and I
info.
realized it had to be Rocco.
I know, and then Rob voted anyway.
my information worked perfect with the world I was building.
Yeah. My strategy of drinking with the Vizier was a good strategy if I hadn't told Rocco about it.
It's just that between the
Yeah.
situation with me, Johnny Ace, and Steve,
But Rob,
me and
they're not going to
Steve as
drunk the
possible
vizier. They're
minions
just going
is
to drunk
not
you and you'll
possible.
die. I mean,
I think I'm still going on this. Like, I'm still spiraling on this question. I think the precedent based on the how to run is definitely still originates from the demon for two main points. One, the wiki specifically talks about like if you redirect to like a soldier or a monk protected player, they don't die, which tells me it still comes from the demon. And two, it tells you to put the demon's dead marker on a different player, so it's still the demon attacking. It's the source of that death. It's just the mayor changes who the target is, but the demon is still doing the killing, and that's my final answer.
No, and I agree completely, Steve. And like I said, I brought it up only because as I was rereading the imp, and when you said the bear bouncing, if you kill yourself this way, what is this way? Choosing a player. So you would have had to choose yourself. That was the word semantics I was doing. Sorry to spiral on that for everybody.
It's all good.
Wait, Rob, you told Rocco you were going to drink with the vizier. Then you died at night, and you didn't suspect Rocco?
No, so I did. The first thing I said to Rocco when I talked to him after I died was, "Hey, you might be on the evil team because you're the only person I told this to." Or
and he was the only one voting for Denny. Okay,
but with
all right, chat. Well, hang on. Say bye to chat real quick. I'm gonna go close out the stream, but say good night, everyone. Hope you guys had fun playing with me. I'll be back in a minute. All right, chat. Couple pieces of information. First of all, let's go back to our very important announcement. Saturday, June 28th, the Blood on the Clocktower relay charity stream with like 13 different communities coming together and running some really awesome events. It's gonna be 26 hours of Clocktower, the entirety of June 28th going into the 29th. Make sure you check it out, even if you can't tune in live. I mean, you can tune in live to somebody. Check out the VODs later. If you can afford to donate, please do. Speaking of donations, if you're like me and you watch like Ryan Trahan, he's doing a special thing where he goes 50 states in 50 days. If you start looking at the end of today's video, you might see a donation from me, and my name's at the end of the video, and advertising the Grim and inviting Ryan to come play Clocktower with us for Extra Life Game Day. As well, beyond all of that, that was just a little random aside. If you've enjoyed Clocktower, and we have some people in chat that was like, hey, guess what? I've never played before. It's just like Mafia. I don't know if you're still here. Balance board. You have a chance to play right now because we're having one of our special community events. At the end of the stream, Mathblade puts up a lobby, gives everyone awesome pings. You can come play. Some of the players stick around and play. Some of our community jumps in and plays. We get some games going right now. If you do exclamation point join, it takes you to our Discord. Join our Discord right now. You can join that, pop in. We're almost 4,000 members, and you can get all the information to play. I hope you guys had a lot of fun tonight, showcasing a little bit of the Hermit. I can't wait to see what we get this Thursday. Like, if it's the princess, like everyone seems to think, then how that character works. We'll find out. So Thursday, new character gets announced. After the stream, hop on over. We'll be doing more. We also got the EU stream tomorrow. Most of the EU streamers are off. However, Ellie Bear from the EU stream will be taking up the stream and streaming for the first time. So she streams on her own, but this is the first time streaming on the Grim. So tune in tomorrow and check out Ellie Bear's stream. And then we'll see you on Thursday. I'm going to find someone to raid. You guys stay. Oh, wait, let's see Rob here.
Hey.
What's up, Rob?
I had a quick question. Did you or would you have made the Vizier drunk one of the nights?
Real quick, let me set out the stream before I answer your question. I thought about it, but honestly, I'll answer this, right? Because we talked about the stream. Because you were so hard confirmed with no other way on the script, it was really hard for me to ever actually consider drunking anyone other than you, unless you pick somebody that could cause chaos. So I would say 99% chance I was self-drunking when you picked Fredo. I was tempted to maybe do it to have Fredo not be able to go off. That might make people think he's the demon now. But then, so no, probably not. Not realistically, given that if it wasn't a script where you were hard confirmed, I would have considered it more likely.
Okay, fair enough.
For sure. All right, I'm going to send you guys, see if there's anyone else that's streaming. See you guys on Thursday. Stay safe, stay healthy. Take care, friends. Bye. Where's the ending? Wait, where is... Oh, the offline. Okay, I'm going to see if there's anyone to...